There was
Bingo.
Of that.
And we're live. Hey guys, welcome back to the Wileyverse. Wiley's over there.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm relegated to the other side of the table now.
I'm in the captain's chair today. So welcome back. We are doing the second half of my one-off from last week, Circus Problems. We're doing a D&D 5e campaign. It was supposed to be a one-off, went a little too long, so we're going to go ahead and finish it up today. We are part of a traveling circus, Almas Brickbrow's Circus of Curios, the ABC Circus. Our troupe was traveling from White Bend to the Plain Mountains area when they found out a bridge was out. They were attacked by harpies, and the town asked for their help. They only provided the help after they were paid a large sum of money and were awakened in the middle of the night by a strange thief who they then followed and are in the woods trying to convince him to help them for their own gain. And that brings us back. Anybody want to add anything to that?
I still think we should chain him to the lion.
Alright. So that's where we're at. It was a real short recap compared to what we normally do. Galen, do you need any more recap?
Just a
little bit more? Okay, so Almas Brickbrow. It's okay. Almas Brickbrow won a large circus contingent, a bunch of equipment in a game that he played. He probably cheated at, and then he slowly put together a group of riffraffs, which is us. And then we've been kind of traveling, or I shouldn't say we. They've been traveling around as a circus since then. They just got done in White Bend, where it was a small town, but they were eager for entertainment. They made a little bit of money. They're leaving in high spirits. In between White Bend and the Plain Mountains area, they had to go across a kind of a rocky terrain higher up in the mountains before they make it to the foothills of the next higher mountain area, and the bridge is out. They didn't know that, however, because they were awakened by jostling of horses neighing and the back of the cart rocking. When they came out of the sleeping cart, they found that their friend Asima's trick actually was a water weird that was being freaked out by something, and they helped him get it under control, and they were attacked by harpies. After besting the harpies, were invited to a nearby town called Quickview. Upon arriving at Quickview, they find out that these harpies are more organized because there is a harpy mistress in the area that seems to come by seasonally. Currently, it happens to be harpy season for some reason, and they were asked by the town to rebuild the bridge because they rely on the bridge for their livelihood, but also you can't pass without the bridge, can't move on to the next money, you can't do anything else. And if you just rebuild the bridge, the harpy's just going to break it again. It seems to be a new thing. So you decide you're going to help after being paid quite a bit by the innkeeper and the peoples of the town. And in the middle of the night, was it you, Wiley? You were awakened by
a halfling.
A halfling hanging from the rafters and tapping on his window. It turned out being a nearby ruffian named Kamir, who was living in the woods apparently, and was telling them that he could take them down to the harpy easily in exchange for a small pittance. So now our characters are kind of still conversing with Kamir. They're trying to decide if they want to help the town because they've been paid by delivering a dead harpy, or if they want to take the easy route with Kamir down and get paid again by him a little bit, or at least make their trip a little bit easier. They won't get paid by Kamir, excuse me. So
somebody send me a link.
Send you a link? No.
Characters?
No. That's where you keep making ghost characters. You keep rejoining the campaign. Don't do that. Just go to D&D Beyond.
So those of you that watch us, we use D&D Beyond so we can play with our characters and do stuff and things like that. So our characters are currently found out that Kamir has a way down. Mm-hmm. They found his little house, his little hidey hole, and they were conversing with him, trying to strike up a little bit of a deal. All he wants is a cut of the money and tools, specifically tools and findings, he says. And they were trying to decide what to do next. And there we are.
Oh, that's right. It's on here.
It's not online. It's yours.
Level 1.
Should be level 3. Creations, migrations.
Campaigns.
Well, I personally think that we should.
Oh, let me introduce you guys. Sorry. I'm not good at this introducing thing. I'm not the intro. I'm the outro.
Hey, Geostellar.
Hey, Geostellar. Welcome back. Thanks for coming again. It's always good to see you.
Hey, I heard I missed you.
It was a one-shot, but we didn't get finished with it. I wrote too much for a one-shot, and now here we are again on a Saturday. Also, I didn't do introductions. I apologize. With us, as always, is Dayton. This time around, he's playing...
Tabaxi Druid.
Named
Stout Cake.
Stout Cake.
Who is a Tabaxi, so he's a cat man. He's a lion cat
He's
man.
a cat man.
Skibidi
lion
dope,
man
dope, dope, dope.
with a
And then
lion.
he has his own lion. He is the lion tamer of the circus. Not with us, as always, is Kaylin, who's playing
Harrietta
McScruff. She is a monk. She's our bearded lady, but her beard is prehensile and seems to have a mind of its own. So she has some fun parts in it. Galen is not always here as well, but he's here again tonight. He is playing Eon, which is a gnomish bard. He serves as the carnival's barker and is a spectacle in his own right. And then across from us, in the seat that is not his normal seat, is Wiley. He is playing a tiefling illusionist named
Tiefling?
Argyle
Hornblower.
That is actually the correct way to say tiefling. I say tiefling because it sounds better. And TIE has always been told to me
as
as
time. But when you use it in a name like that, it's a Germanic etymology and it becomes tea. So
it sounds like I drink tea. I'm a little tea fairy, not I'm a demon-born creature from the hells.
Well, for him,
tiefling.
it's fun because we were just talking about Galen's an archaeologist, so he usually show me all those pictures. And I'm like, I'm a teenager. Let's talk about words. So it's like tiefling is the way I would pronounce it. If you want to go through the Germanic etymology of it,
if you're correct, if you're saying it correct, it's tiefling. I say tiefling. In my world, they're tieflings.
So we'll say tiefling for the evening, if I remember.
I am not an illusionist. Arcane Trickster, I'm an illusionist. Yeah, in this one specifically.
Yes, because I'm not playing, there's actually no real rogue. So,
there's no real rogue when he's playing.
This is my answer over there. There it is.
All right.
I think the only person here that I can't
I think you have your
is
characters
Wiley.
back, so you can't claim the character. That's why it's not showing up on yours.
How many false characters did you make?
He's done a lot.
Because I have like 6.
If you don't have a subscription, you can only make 6.
Yeah, my characters.
Remember the monk's open hand technique, Geostellar's
which is
advice
what,
to you.
a level 1?
Yeah.
So if you look at your technique or your stuff like that, if you have an open hand
Because
attack or
maybe
anything like
make
that.
yours on your
Remember you had Fury of Blow.
And then you went into the game, and you didn't take him.
Yeah, I'm
you
looking
made
at
a
that.
new
Furry of Blows.
Fury of Blows.
I don't know what that
Hello, I'll be tonight's GM. Talk to me about words. Furry of Blows. Ow. Furry, F-U-R-Y.
But don't worry about it right now.
is.
Can I get the
So
country
now go
version?
back to campaign, and then you should have an option to actually claim the
I
character.
can see the top of my head. There we go.
What can you? Are
I
you,
was
good?
like, I can see the top of my head.
Are you in frame and all that? Like,
Oh, yeah,
does it need
I'm
to be
in there,
pushed
yeah.
up?
I gotta get my cool
I still look like I'm being
shirt.
Skyped in from somewhere.
Right. Prove that you're here. Prove it to us.
Slap Galen.
Slap Galen.
Yeah.
Well, poke Galen. Show us that you're
No
here.
longer in the campaign.
No, go back into the campaign.
Furry of Blows is for the
Yeah,
Tabaxi monk.
Versus campaign. Rather than nothing else.
You suck.
All right.
Geostellar slapped you. Just so you know.
Aww.
Show us how it would look. Wiley.
Show it.
And it's like weird because my hand's going off the wrong side of the screen to come in over there. It looks like it's going around the world.
At this point, it's going to be a 3 off.
Right. We're never going to get started. All right, so you guys know where we are at. Does anybody have any questions before we move on? Anything going on? Things like that?
I need to get him
or
sorted out because he keeps...
Geostellar, do you have any questions while we get in order over here?
Well, while we're figuring Galen out, we can talk about like
Also,
our decision,
we need to
right?
turn on
'Cause
DJ Magic Dragon.
DJ Magic Dragon.
Is it on?
It is not on.
Kaylin, have you ever heard of the Christmas trees that Taylor and I do? Have you ever heard about this?
Mm-hmm. You showed me
So-
pictures.
So one year was fantasy, and we put some like Lord of the Rings books and like things like that. DJ Magic Dragon was actually at the foot of the tree, and we took an orange feather boa and taped it to his mouth, and then made the fire wrap around the tree like that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And the wizard hat was the topper. When it was done, I was like, "What is this giant dragon toy? What am I going to do with this?" And I was like, so I brought it here. And actually, at my house, I found out that my little my Bluetooth speaker fit in his hands just right. So I brought it here, and he would always hold the speaker. And we put the magic hat on, and somebody called him DJ Magic Dragon, and it just kind of stuck. So.
I love it.
don't know if you guys can see up there, right above, in between Galen and Kalen, right there on the top, there's DJ Magic Dragon. He's always kind of out of frame.
Is he?
There he is. He's there, but you can't really tell what he is.
Oh, that's my shitty. Did you... If you picked a character from that list, you've messed everything up again.
So, Kalen, you voted for doing something to this guy to make him...
Damn it.
To make sure that he's on the up and up.
No, you messed
You wanna try
it
and
all
punish
up
him.
again.
But I feel like he's gonna use us to get down there and take the
Okay,
treasure
well, I can
and
tell.
leave
Well, I'll
us.
tell you now, as a GM, if you're gonna try to chain him to the cat, he's not gonna be okay with that.
Well,
If you're gonna try to like restrain him in some way, he won't be able to help you get
Yep,
him. You're gonna have to do that shit on your own. He's not gonna help you that way. You can still attempt.
You can certainly try.
Are you ready to have fun? And is anyone here good? What does that mean?
Oh,
I was just so alignment. We didn't write any kind of alignment, and these guys kind of underhandedly tried to kind of. One of the options that the circus came up with was that killing the harpy mistress is the only thing they need to do for the money they got. The illusionist suggested that if he could see the harpy mistress, he could illusion a dead one. And then everybody would be fine. They'd rebuild the bridge, and we could move on, hopefully. And then the town would kind of be left to its own devices after that. Also, they followed Sorry?
So I'm totally fine with.
Hey, they also followed some sort of creepy guy into the woods who says he can get him in easy for a small pittance, and they're thinking about doing that now. That's what they're contemplating.
Okay.
And are we going to take 30 more minutes? I hope not.
So, we've got this halfling out here. He can show us an alternate way, which I think is a good way to go about it. We don't want to go into the front door. That would be defended. But then we have to pay this guy out.
Doesn't Kamer only want, like, some
He doesn't
crap that he
want
finds down there?
Which is a cut of... Like, he doesn't want the money we've gotten paid already, but he wants some of the loot that we find. Which I turn to him and say, all right, excellent. So we have Donnie McPurry and Stout Cake, Harrietta,
You shouldn't say doggy.
High Strung over here, myself. We have to give a cut to the circus as well. So you would take a 7th cut. You get 1/7 of whatever we find down there.
Oh, considering I'm half your size, maybe a 14th? Really, I'm just looking for tools. You see, I live in a hole out here.
That's agreeable.
All right, we'll be back in the morning.
I don't know if I want to stick around. You're not going to leave Gilius and the town folk out here, are you?
No.
I'd rather you didn't.
Well, we haven't even had a full night's rest. We're warriors.
not a bad idea.
What's a bad idea?
I said not a bad idea.
You want to roll insight on this guy? No, we know he's conning us. We don't need insight for that.
These are shifty circus folk, and they're dealing with a shifty person of some sort. So that they actually asked him to join. You asked him to join the circus last time.
He's actually a reskin of one of Mitch's other characters that he plays in our kind of just random play game.
Our Thirsty's one-offs. Oh,
There it is. Like,
no, this sounds agreeable, but if I see that you're bringing anybody away or back to me, I'll flood the hole. Believe me.
flood the hole with what?
Pee.
Pee.
He's just he's seen in buckets and stuff for years just in case this moment arose.
Alright, well, let's sleep then.
I'm just kidding. So Kamir nods his head and climbs back into his little hidey hole.
Alright. I'm gonna head back to the inn so we can finish our rest and get all our spell slots back and all that fun stuff.
What do you think? Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
All right. So the party makes their way back to the right song. They probably only spent half an hour or so.
Yeah, he could if he could flood that tunnel, then he could have killed the harpy long time ago.
Well, I shouldn't have said flood, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I was.
He's trying to threaten us.
Exactly. There
with
you go.
nothing.
So. Well, who knows if that actually goes to whatever.
Yeah. Nope.
Oops.
Nope.
Sorry.
Don't say anything.
I know, right?
Spoiler alert!
I know. No, I mean, whatever. Anyway,
And also, we are not sponsored by Truly. But we're available.
And Bex, if you're watching, you're one of my favorite beers.
And Heineken, if you're watching, you probably have the money and you're good enough.
Tastes
you probably
like
don't need us.
successful Jeep. Yeah, Heineken's like, yeah, we don't need you. They make their way back to the right song again. They don't have any further complications or interruptions throughout the night. Sleep well.
All right.
Get
Full
all of
rest,
your
everybody?
full rest. Everybody gets their spell slots back, their key points if you're missing any, that sort of stuff. Hit points are restored. You've done all that because you were missing a bunch of hit points last time. We did that wrong. Yeah. So you wake up in the morning and didn't bring my computer. I was like, that won't be important.
Wait, you didn't bring your computer?
No, because I got my phone. I got everything on my Google Docs.
On the Googles.
On the Googles. Problem is I'm missing some. Where is it? There it. Hey, there it is. Cool. There's Alrasa, right? Yep. So Arlasa, when you wake up, has breakfast prepared for everybody, which is over-seasoned omelets. They have chickens nearby, and so it's just omelets. It's got every single herb, spice, vegetable you could possibly think of. It's more vegetable than it is omelet at this point, and it tastes just like the place smells, just like everything that's hanging on the walls. It's like she grabbed a little bit of everything and threw it in there. But it's enough to fill you up. It's hearty. It's great, and she's a wonderful host, and everybody seems in good spirits. Gilius arrives during breakfast.
Prestidigitation extra ginger into his flavoring.
So there's that. Gilius arrives during breakfast, waves away his own, and asks you guys if you're ready to follow him to the mouth of the cave.
We certainly are. We'd love to see where you want us to go and fight this thing.
Okay. So you guys going to follow Gilius?
Yeah.
Gilius is the bard.
Gilius was the ranger that found you guys,
the-
the old guy that shot the harpy the last time.
He's the guy
So if
who
you guys weren't here
lets
last
us
time,
down.
Gilius, at the very end of their first initial harpy battle, a villager basically didn't rescue them, but showed up to join the fight at the very last second, and is the one that's kind of being tasked with getting these guys to help them. He also knows where the harpies nest and is going to lead them down to it.
Was he with us last night when we met the halfling?
No.
No, remember there was
If we
nobody
bring
that
him
was
with us, is he gonna flood the hole? We bring him.
Yes,
with
he's
us?
specifically who he doesn't want there. But I want this guy to show us where he wants us to go
Okay.
in. So we go up there, we look down, we go, we got it, and get him to leave, and we can choose which one we want to go to.
So Gilius leads you north along the path into the forest where Kamir is. He's going to take you along the path that you followed to where Kamir took off.
Okay,
So he's leading you north now towards Kamir's position.
let him walk.
So basically, we do this for like.
We're not leading him.
You're not leading him, he's leading
He's
you
leading
guys.
us.
He is leading you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kamir takes you about half a day up through the forest. The path becomes less and less used as he gets to it. And then he kind of just turns off to the east, which is kind of, the area that you found Kamir at is back several hours at this point.
Yeah.
So you're making a right. You go off into a space that looks less like a path and more like an overgrown footstep area. Like, you can tell someone's used this before, but not in a long time. Maybe it's just him that's kind of trotting down the spaces. And he brings you all the way out of the forest on the other side, which ends very abruptly near the cliff face. The cliffs seem to be a lot deeper on this side. They're not like the small ones that you saw the harpies on that go down 10 or 12 stories. This is more like a 80, 100 foot drop on the other side now. And he kind of gingerly steps over the edge a little bit, and you can see that he's a little bit shorter now, and he seems to be on a small footpath leading down. He waves you on.
Okay, so where are you? Is it just down this way? Is that where we're going?
Well, it basically goes back the day again. There's just a couple of small outcroppings that we can rest at, but this is the way we're headed. It folds along the other end of the bend where you guys came in underneath the bridge, and it seems like the village was, or not village, so the base was kind of underneath the bridge, kind of to defend it from below maybe while they were building it, or maybe possibly where they put the workers. I don't know. I've never been inside it.
But if we just follow this path right here, it'll take us right to it?
Absolutely.
All right, well, I think we're good.
Are we prepared to do this right now?
Oh, if you don't need me, then I'd prefer not to go.
Good, yeah, you could go
No bad
home.
news.
We'll be back in a day or so with the harpy's head.
That's great because I missed a part. Anyway, so Gilius runs. Alrasa was supposed to ask somebody to not let Gilius into the cave because you guys. So I'll just backtrack a little bit. Alrasa would have grabbed somebody along the way. We'll just skinny this real quick. That she would have grabbed somebody along the way and been like, hey, he's getting old. He's been sick the last 2 seasons, and we really need him. He does hunt for us. He does things like that. Is there anything you can do to keep him from going into the ruins, please?
All right.
Really our problem.
So then you've just ran him off.
Yep.
Yeah. So
All right.
so he runs off.
We can go around this cliff face, or we can go back to where that halfling said we could go in. And I look down. I'm voting for the halfling's entrance.
Me too.
All right. So you make your way back with. I can remember his name without you telling me.
Fanny?
Fex. Because of Fex help the night before, you easily find your way back to Kamir's little hidey hole and the circle in the grass. Kamir is not there.
How long does it take us to get back?
Let's say an hour or two.
It was like half a day.
It was just because of the heftiness of the forest. So it's not as straightforward.
Afternoon now.
It's probably. I'd say it's maybe. I might have made too much when I say like the half a day or whatever. Let's say like a total of 3 hours has transpired all the way there and all the way back.
Okay.
Just because it's hard terrain.
Yeah.
I got ahead of myself with my storytelling. I'm like, ooh, it's like a half a day. You can stop for lunch. So it took about an hour to get through there. It took about an hour and a half to get back. What's up?
Did he show us where it was last night?
Well, when you guys were there last time, remember you found a little hole in the dirt because you guys really passed your investigations hardcore.
Yeah.
So you found a little hole and you pulled it aside and he was there, and then off a little bit, and he explained there's a disc in the grass that you kind of identified. It doesn't look right.
Yes.
He wouldn't allude to it, but he did say that was the way in. He didn't say anything about what it is or what it's nothing at all. So when you return, you can easily pull his little thing open, and it looks like he hasn't retreated permanently, but he has taken his stores with him, and he's not here anymore.
Did we wait too long?
Maybe. Doesn't matter. So I'm gonna send Feck down to the little hole to see if there's any exits or any other ways.
Into Kamir's hole?
Yeah.
Okay. So Feck goes down in there, and it's pretty bleak. Like, you can't believe somebody would live in here. It's basically almost a sphere with a flat bottom. It has some kind of makeshift dug-in shelves. It's got a little cot with some straw on it, that sort of stuff. There's no windows or entrances or exits or anything. Like, he literally sleeps here and hides here is what it looks like. He doesn't do any kind of operation from here. He might have several, like he said, he's got several of these. It looks like he's probably telling the truth about that. This is one of probably many places that he pops around to.
Ah, well, if he's not here, then we don't have to give him a cut. Go over to the big round area.
All right.
And start kind of poking at that to see.
Investigation. 12. That'll give you enough. I just so. Are you investigating as well? Are you aiding?
Yeah.
Are you aiding his investigation?
Well, he's not going to let me do it on my own. He's going to let me lead the group. He's too proud.
20.
You got a natural 20 or a 20?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, this makes sense if you look at your bonuses. So the 20 and the 12, you can easily tell that this reason this looks a little strange is it's kind of like his. It's a piece of dirt that was cut out and placed on top of something and then kind of grown so that it can be removable. Think about like a sewer cover that has a layer of peat on top of it. That's why it doesn't look right, because the grass isn't growing the same way. That sort of stuff like that. So yes. It looks like it's rigged to collapse on its own. Like if you step on it,
like
you
a
fall.
trap.
Yeah, like a trap. If you step on it, you fall in. So you might be able to just
remove it and just look in.
You won't be. I don't know if you can remove it. You don't. They would, but if you give it some pressure, it'll collapse.
Yeah, I go grab a log or a rock or something and just throw it onto it.
All right. The log does exactly what you think, and you can hear. You kind of hear a commotion.
What kind of trap is this?
Looking into the hole, you can see that it's. You can see in about 3 feet before it starts to get darker and darker, and then it just becomes a pitch black at the bottom. You cannot see the thing. Oh, do you have dark vision? Tiefling?
I have dark vision.
Tiefling has dark vision. So
I have dark vision.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, you get.
And she has
okay.
dark
Well, everybody.
And he has dark vision.
Everybody has dark vision.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Like,
God damn it.
But
So
remember,
one by one, you poke your.
I believe the furthest dark vision we have in the group is 120 feet.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
I have 120 feet. She has 120 feet.
60.
Oh, you have 60? I have 120.
So you guys are fine. So
And she
looking
has 60.
as you one by one poke your heads into the hidey hole, you can see that
60.
it is exactly what Kamir said it was. It looks like a tube with no like handholds really, but it's made out of stone. It's being reinforced. You could probably scrabble down it, probably about this wide. Pitch black in there, but you can see about 30 feet down where the log and all of the stuff has kind of fallen onto the ground, which appears to be stone floor. So there you go. I have to remember not to describe like everything. I'm like, then you can see the rest of it. It's a water slide and it goes down for like 40 feet. You can't see that yet, but it's gonna be cool when you get there.
That's gonna be awesome.
Neat.
Well, let's see first. You can see the farthest, right?
Can you send Feck like pretty like?
Yeah, I'll send Feck down to see how far down this goes.
Okay. So because your dark vision's there,
Coward.
Feck flies down about 30 feet. You can see through his eyes.
I can see through.
Okay. Does Feck have any kind of passive perception, or is it yours?
It's mine when I'm seeing through.
Okay.
So my passive perception is 12.
Oh, I have 120 as well. My statements is stats.
Sorry, I gotta leave my notes real fast.
I could also active perception to it is.
That's okay. So Feck flies down, and it finds himself in a room, not very big, fairly square, stone wall, stone floor. This looks like it's probably like a blacksmithy, even though it's underground. You're basically coming down. Feck flies down through the kiln and comes out into a room. On his left, from the kiln, is a small anvil and like a table made of wood. Then there's what looks like basically an oil barrel that would be used for quenching. After that is another work table, that sort of thing. And then a weapons rack that has weapon handles on the top where the swords are going to slots, that sort of thing. And even some handles from like axes and stuff on the ground with no heads, no blades on them. There's nothing there like that. Everything just appears to be stone and quiet. It's dark. There's a door on the opposite wall that is closed.
Golemir, welcome back. We are in the second half of our one shot that we started on Wednesday. We actually just started. We're about to go into the Harpy's Cave if you watched what happened last time. If not, we're a bunch of circus performers who got conned or roped into second half one shot, right?
So this is my first foray doing this is my first D&D game I've ever run. I've run a couple of small things that are different. This is the first time I've used this system. Spent a lot of time, I had a lot of fun doing it, and I wrote way too much. So these
Mainly
guys...
it's a one shot because we're missing a player.
Yes.
That's not going to be back till next week, so we're just playing
So
this.
I wrote a small circus that gave these guys a reason to be together. They were traveling from one town to the next. They got held up because a bridge was broken. It turns out that a harpy mistress is organizing the harpies in the nearby area to break a bridge. That way they can kind of keep people where they need to be. Then the town that kind of took them in asked them to defeat the harpy mistress so that they could rebuild the bridge and we could move on. And now they have found an entrance into the lair.
So besides the weapon racks, which does it look like the weapon, like the weapons were there and just rusted away, or
It's hard to tell. This stuff's fairly old.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that there's an absence of
there
blood.
exits from this room?
I told you there was one door up opposite from the kiln. So if you came down and this was the room going that way, the kiln's in the corner. He came out. This is where the anvil and the workstation is, the quenching. Then along the other wall is the workbench, the weapons rack, and then along this wall in the center is a door that's closed.
Okay.
On this wall is nothing leading up to the kiln.
Yes, there's a room and an entrance down there. We just have to get down there. So, everyone's rope.
Does everybody have a rope?
Everyone has a adventuring pack, so we all have rope.
All right. Well, it's fairly easy for you to tie off to the trees surrounding the area and rope yourself down into the kiln. It's no need for dex checks, I guess, because you guys have rope and it's fairly easy. Should you say that? Or?
Sure, yeah.
All right, cool.
I mean, if we just take our time, go down, it's inevitable. We're not going to...
So there you go. You make your way down into the kiln. I don't know what you're going to do about Bonnie McPurry.
If anything, I would probably use my rope to lower her down, and I would just climb.
I mean, you're only going to need one rope to tie off.
Oh, yeah. We can do the rope that we all climb down, but before anything, we'll tie her onto the rope, and all of us up top lower her down.
So what you're going to do is lower Bonnie McPurry first.
Yep.
And then you're going to climb down the rope
And then we're going to go climb down the rope. Him first to untie her, because we don't want to come down on top of a line that's tied to rope.
Makes sense. So you're going to go down and untie her, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So Bonnie McPurry goes down. You come
Then he
down.
goes down.
You untie Bonnie McPurry.
And then we all climb down the rope.
All right. So, as soon as you
This is why I don't like animal companions, and especially cavaliers or paladins with mounts. Like, we're going in a dungeon. Well, screw your horse. Leave it outside.
Yeah.
I had a WoW game once where they had a donkey that one of the characters would not part with. It carried everything. They walked it over a single beam rail of a mining track, or like a train track essentially, but only one beam, only one rail was left. One character was on one side of it holding its back hooves, and one character was on the front of it holding its two front hooves, grabbing one and putting it in front of the other, and then scooching back and grabbing the other one and putting it in front of the other to walk this donkey across a rail.
That's ridiculous.
I would do that if it was my donkey.
All right. So, you get Bonnie McPurry down pretty easily. She's complicit because you're instructing her how to do it. You climb down the rope without effort, and as you untie her, a slick black piece of the wall forms itself into a shape and strikes at Bonnie McPurry.
No.
So, I get advantage because it's sneak attack, right?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
It's a surprise.
Surprise attack. Oh, you have two of these. Ooh. All right. Does a 15.
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh. So he's attacking you. What are you wearing, by the way?
It's attacking him or Don?
I mean, if I said Bonnie, I'm sorry. I meant you. Attacking.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Attacking
just
you.
checking.
Yeah, like you. Sorry.
What am I wearing?
Yeah.
Alright, man, this thing's getting weird. You had your hand on my leg in the car, now you don't know what I'm
Actually, I could probably see what you're
He's got
wearing.
leather on.
wearing.
Like
Like
armor.
a light
That's what I
leather
thought.
on.
Okay. Cool. So.
I guess we should determine what order we were in, because we know he was first.
I'm last.
Okay.
I just have a quick question.
Yes.
Do harpies communicate with anything outside of their own kind? Curious as if this little guy is up.
Maybe.
So you take. So the hit itself hurts, but then you feel a burning that adds an additional damage of acidic. So you take 10 damage.
Dope.
I would assume that you would be next on the rope. So he's down at the base, untying her.
Ladies
hit.
first.
No, because you're the most athletic. Then it would have been since you're last. So it's you, then me, then him, climbing
This is
down
a
the
cool
rope.
shirt, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah.
What?
This is a cool shirt. Dayton gave me the shirt
yeah.
from one of his loot crates, and I get a lot of comments about it at work because all the old folks think it's cute, and all the people that know video games think it's neat. And every time I see it in the camera, I'm like, ah,
Dog meat, right?
dog meat.
Dog
yeah.
meat.
It's dog meat.
So,
Pull for resources.
how we doing turnover on this?
Sorry.
How we doing turnover on this? Turnover.
Well,
So
I would say you guys are all gonna have to skip one round of combat to get down.
well, yeah. Unless we do something crazy like jump.
Unless
but-
you do something crazy like jump. So I think each round we can add one of you.
Yeah.
Does
So
Bonnie get to
you're-
attack this
Bonnie
thing?
definitely gets to attack. She's down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first attack has gone down. You've been hit. Bonnie can definitely go next, and I think she probably would. Then it would be you. Then it would be the thing attacking you. Then it would be Kaylin. Then it would be the thing attacking you. Then it would be all of us, right? Wouldn't that be
Once I get within,
Can I?
Can you what?
Well, I could technically just jump down. I have some acrobatics and then grab it
Yeah.
with my.
You definitely.
you can
Kinda.
jump straight like you're a monk, like just
Yeah.
whee!
So I don't have
You
to
can
skip.
certainly try.
So I don't have
So-
to skip a round of combat if I do that.
So yeah, declarations of actions. I think because we need to know what's going on.
Perfect. So I'm going to say that. So we've had one round with the thing.
Yeah,
and
the surprise round is
cat
done.
And Dayton. So cat yet. So who's coming in next? Do you want to jump down next? You're gonna be there first, and then after her is.
I'm next on the rope. You're last.
I can go next to cast spells.
Right. Because you can look down and see what's going on.
Do you want to go next and cast spells, or do you want to go down the road?
So one of the things I'm curious about is how hard is this bitch to see?
You said it was. You said it came out of the darkness. What are we looking at?
You're looking down a tube right now, so you can't even see Bonnie McPurry really. You can probably see his like tail underneath it because you're basically coming out in a tube into a kiln. Like have you ever seen like the Mexican fireplaces that kind of look like
the
kiln?
chimeneas.
Yeah, chimeneas. It's one of those basically, and you got to climb out of it. So they're both out of it. So you're looking down into just basically a hole with the ground that's got a log and some dirt and stuff.
So
like that
the creature's not in here. Like he untied Bonnie, and they moved out of the.
I don't know. Did you move out? Either way, it's going to attack you right away. Do you want to say that you're right in the kiln taking up the space, or did you move out?
Well, here's what I want to do. I want to give
him
bardic inspiration,
very well.
And I want to create dancing lights in order to illuminate.
Do you want to do that before you climb down? Like, do you want him to climb down?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to do that.
He's last.
He's last. So you're going to, but turn order. You're going to go first.
But magic generally, depending on the spell, goes first. So dancing lights will appear downstairs.
Like part of me doesn't want to show you because then you'll know what it does and stuff. But
don't show us yet.
Show you a picture of
but
it.
You said it's like we can't see it yet. Only he can see it. So show him. So what he's doing is going to, he looks down and hears him cry out, and dancing lights makes 4 lights appear and illuminates an area.
Okay.
So that at the bottom of the kiln now it's illuminated. And you're giving him bardic inspiration.
Yes.
We haven't even gone or anything yet. You're just saying like this.
I'm just saying like that's what he's declaring
he's
doing.
So are you going next?
Well, this is going to be your determination. We're just declaring our actions.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're going to try to light it. So
he's going to create lights down at the bottom of the kiln and give him inspiration. Call out, sing, whatever.
We'll put you in third place after Bonnie McPurry, sort of. Well, I guess she's.
You don't have to do a turn order. We're just all going to declare actions, and you determine what happens in what order.
This is confusing to me.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to figure out like what we're going to do in what order and how I'm going to react to any of this. Yeah. So you guys just declare everything. You all move in one solid place, even though it's still going to take you time to get down and things like that. When do I get to attack at this point?
No, we are not doing anything. We're declaring what we're going to do.
As we get down.
This is my first time doing this, guys. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Then you determine when it happens.
Okay, so jumping down to casting lights.
How far up am I?
30 feet.
I'm going to misty step down to the bottom.
Perfect. All right, so this has already happened.
And
then the lion and him, I'm assuming, are going to attack this thing.
Yes. So you guys kind of move on the same terms.
Because you're already right there.
Action, yeah. Galen's going to sparkles. Kalen's going to jump down.
Not just sparkles.
And inspiration.
I get it. Inspiration. Wiley, what were you doing one more time? Sorry. Jumping. Misty step?
Misty stepping down.
All right.
Can I tie the lights into the inspiration?
I don't understand what you're asking.
So can I shape the lights into like something that inspires him, like a lion?
Dayton, what inspires you? What inspires cake?
It
looks like beer bottles. Yeah.
Looks like
boots. I mean, your magic is all, as a bard, your magic is your inspiration and your music and all that stuff. So
yeah. So my inspiration will be a lion just.
Little lion dancing lights.
What's your inspiration do? You give me like a plus?
It gives you a D6 that you can add to any of your D20 rolls for the next.
And is this a bonus action or this is an action?
That's a bonus.
That's a bonus action.
Action was dancing lights.
Dancing lights was action. Bonus action. Bardic. Okay, cool. Yeah. So now you feel invigorated. The place is lit up immediately. You can see the entire room.
Okay. It's just like what we want to do. Now you just take all of the knowledge of what we're wanting to do and put it into an order that happens.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to do. So Galen lights the place up. Kaylin, do we need to do a dex check or anything like that for coming down?
Since she's jumping, she probably needs to do an acrobatics check to tumble and take no damage.
So that's what we're doing next.
So it says +5, so whatever I roll +5.
Roll, yep,
Yeah.
whatever you roll
I
plus
roll a
5. Yeah.
d20.
Yep. Always d20 unless otherwise specified.
Fucking lie.
What is it?
1 natural
You
1.
got a natural 1? Are you kidding me?
Oh no!
No.
So I died.
Do you have any? Well, it's
I don't think
inspiration.
we don't have the begin. It's the beginning of the session.
Well, we're doing
a
a one-off. If you have the inspiration, we'll keep it.
I think she
Yeah.
You
used.
did use it. Oh shit! How do we determine fall damage?
Okay, so falling damage.
Why?
What?
Because you fell.
That's what I get. It doesn't matter if you're a monk, if you're a dwarf, you're fucked.
You
slipped.
may have
We'll figure it
My
out.
monk
beard tricked
feature.
me down.
Geostellar, help us on this one. I don't know when the monks get the slow fall ability. But she may already have that. If she has that, then there's no need to even have rolled. But
Wouldn't it say it?
it would be on her character sheet. Look at features and traits.
That's what we're at right now. So
You use your reaction to eliminate any fall damage up to 5 times your level. So, yeah.
see martial arts. To see key movement.
If there was a missile flying through,
There we
it
go.
would be fucked, but there's not.
But what level do they get that?
Yeah, there's nothing about slow fall or anything.
Alright, falling
So it's-
is 1d6
Bludgeoning for every
damage
10 feet.
for every
So,
10 feet.
all right, let's roll
So
it up.
3d6.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ooh. So, as you attempt to jump down, at the last second, you bang your chin on the edge of the chimney and kind of topple down and take 10 falling bludgeoning damage.
You're gonna die before we meet the harpies.
I mean, to be fair,
An
you
epic
have
entrance.
I have
An
30.
epic
you
entrance.
have more HP than probably everyone else. I mean, I took 10 and I only have 18.
So
You
it was
have
10, so I'll say
same.
because you rolled a natural 1, we're going to
Yeah,
transfer 3 of that damage to Dayton, who you fell on.
Yeah. What?
Sorry.
Transferring 3 of the damage to you because she fell on you.
Should I put mine 3 up
Damn
there?
it.
Yep. And you fall prone.
Nice.
Who falls wrong?
She falls prone.
4th
She-
level.
I just.
She
Slow falls
bounces.
4th level.
So you bounce off Dayton's back a little bit, kind of hurt him a little bit, and then lay on the ground flat. The wind is knocked out of you, and you go, if I've had better.
She couldn't have fallen on Bonnie.
You want to transfer the damage to Bonnie?
Bonnie's got more hit points than my ass. Like, oh fuck.
All right.
So
It's fine. Like,
Wiley, you are, one more time, sorry.
I'm going to misty step to the ground.
You don't have to roll for anything like that, right?
No, just
Yep,
spell.
so you find yourself in the kiln at the bottom, looking at a prone Harrietta.
This dwarf must be
Henrietta?
drunk again.
Area.
Harrietta. A
Harrietta.
prone Harrietta.
Ceramic scruff.
And a lot of dancing, glowing lions. And it is the ooze's turn.
Wait.
What?
Bonnie?
Oh, Bonnie
I
McPurry
was like, Bonnie
did not
and I
go at
did
all.
not
That's
get
right.
to go.
Sorry, Bonnie did not go. You did not go. I apologize.
It's like, fuck.
So
It's like we would have reacted probably before.
sorry, I
any of that
apologize.
shit
I
happened.
wrote you down because I wrote you down because I had attacked you. I added you in the beginning. So now it is your turn or Bonnie's, whichever wants to go first.
I mean, if I got hit initially, I would think,
He's down.
excuse me, Bonnie would have immediately like react to just
All right, enjoy.
claw at this ooze.
That's why there's no metal.
So what you guys are facing now that you're down in the hole is an amorphous gray blob,
They ate all the metal.
the same color of the rocks around it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I kind of
Only slick and wet
said
looking.
what it is because I.
What you got
No,
there?
he said ooze.
Okay.
I did say ooze a couple times. What you got there?
14.
That hits.
Slashing damage. So hopefully it's affected by slashing.
It
They
is,
may have resistance.
it is affected by slashing. What are you using to attack it with?
Scimitar?
Scimitar.
Oh no, the
No,
cat.
this is literally
This is
literally
Bonnie's.
Yeah, okay,
Bonnie's
cool.
claw.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right. So what did you get? One more time. Sorry.
14.
To hit.
Okay, to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. 8.
That's fine.
All right. Dayton. Cake's turn.
Don't forget your plus D6.
He has to get up.
He's not prone, she is.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
She rolled a
bounced off
1. Yeah,
right
she
now.
rolled a 1, so I gave a little damage to Dayton and a little bit of prone to Kaylin. You took those 3 hit points back up on yours, right? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Just my natural reaction. Need to use my scimitar,
Scimitar it.
which I know
Scimitar.
may suck, but I want to know that reacting after.
No, that's
just
fine. Go
getting-
for it. Yeah, that's
Getting
role.
smacked and then
That's
getting
role
fallen
playing,
into.
fellas. Let's
Yeah.
do it, and ladies.
All right.
Thanks, Mitch.
What you slashing affects it, right?
15.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
It is
Yeah,
slashing
hold on.
damage again.
That's fine.
Yeah,
It is
for
a
10
scimitar,
minutes,
so I don't
think.
know if that.
Roll your damage. That's fine. Roll your damage.
I like the idea. I should make like fancy lights go to the line.
4 damage.
4. So as soon as you hit it with the scimitar, it definitely retracts and doesn't like it, but it doesn't let go of it either for a second before it kind of sticks a little bit.
10 minutes.
As you take your scimitar away, you can see immediately on the edge that it's browning and pitted, and it receives a -1 to its damage
Mm.
permanently.
Cool.
So I'm going to adjust that on your little scimitar.
You could write the fuck off, okay?
It's what ate all the metal from the handles.
It appears to have eaten all the metal from this blacksmithy.
Oh,
Receives a what?
-1 penalty. So
like,
now it's a -1 scimitar. It's
negative
-1
1 to
penalty
damage.
damage. Sorry, -1 to damage.
So does that mean
Just
like
remember
right
it.
now it's like a 1d6 plus 2, but I just knock it down
Yeah,
to
you just
1d6
1d6,
plus
okay.
1.
Yeah.
That's right. So
Yeah. Your scimitar is dulled.
yes, it is pitted on the blade. All right, that was my turn. That was your turn. Oh, it's not my turn. That was your turn.
Yeah, you haven't gone yet.
Yes. The ooze reaches out to strike you yet again, Dayton.
Me?
Yeah, you're hitting it. It's hitting
I'm
you.
gonna die.
You're not gonna die, are you?
Yeah, he's gonna die.
You're gonna die.
Could die. I have 5.
You're all right.
If it hits me, I'm
All right, let's see
dead.
what we got. 5?
No.
Okay.
Thank God.
5. You roll a 1.
No, I rolled, no, so yeah, 8.
Still
No, okay, cool. Sorry. Thank you for reminding me.
has a bonus.
Inspiration for
Hey.
it, reminding the DM that his creature does
Life
more
insurance
to
does
hit.
Yeah, this is gonna be bad.
All right, Galen, you are up. You are still out of the hole.
Can I do a heal from where I'm at?
How far does your heal go?
Is it healing word?
60 feet.
60 feet. I'll allow it. Let's do it.
'Cause you're only
You're
40
30 feet away. Yeah,
Feeling
30
a
feet.
little
Okay.
guilty over there?
Hmm?
Is it feeling a little guilty over there?
About what?
About
Almost killing Dayton.
Dayton
You're
took
gonna
how
kill all
much
of us for
damage?
this thing.
Dude, there's 4 of you. You just haven't
How much
gotten to it
damage?
yet.
I have
I've
no
taken
0
13 damage
combat ability.
overall.
Yeah, this is weird. I didn't.
I'll do a
think it's
second
just-
level.
I can tell you it's hurt pretty good, and you guys got it.
Healing word on Dayton.
Healing word. What is that? Roll it up.
2d4 plus 3. If I can grab these things.
It's
No, I mean, no one
it's
else
what
could.
plus 3?
2d4.
Oh, 2d4 plus 3. That's not bad.
5,
6,
8.
7, 8. 8 hit points
8
back.
hit points back. Dayton.
Yay.
Kaylin, you are okay. I'll let you get. Getting up's no big deal.
And bonus action, inspiration on her.
Ooh,
It's
inspiration.
It's
Okay.
10 minutes. You have it. You can add a d6 to any d20 die roll.
Okay.
Do
so
I
my
still have
question
mine?
You
is,
still have yours.
is a club
I mean, there's 3
metal?
shots.
It's not 10
No,
real
it's
minutes.
what-
It's 10 minutes game time, and it's like
So
what's
is
it?
this-
5
Just make
seconds
sure
per
it's
turn or
not
something like that. I can't remember what it was.
It's
3 seconds. Can't
it's
remember.
6 seconds. So 10 turns makes a round.
A minute. That's perfect.
10 rounds make a turn or whatever it is.
10
but
actions is 1 minute.
Is 1 minute.
Yeah, no
I
matter
know
how
that
many.
Cards are
It
amazing.
sounded like a stupid question, but the picture makes it look like a sword.
Yeah.
It's
Get up
affected
and
by
fuck 'em up.
like bludgeoning, right? So I could,
You're gonna have to hit it to find out. I can't just tell you whether it affects it or not.
Wow.
But I can tell you that
So I have
he hit it.
And you
It
can
worked.
also just straight up punch it. You're a
Yeah.
monk. That's
The
what you
tiger,
do.
the lion's claw seemed to affect it. The scimitar seemed to affect it. There's no reason in your mind that punching it wouldn't also affect it.
okay, and if I have a proficiency, that makes it a little bit
Yeah,
more.
it's what gives you that bonus.
All right, I'll try it with the club.
You gonna punch it up? Clubbing it?
Clubbing it.
You gonna club it?
Worth?
Club it
Go
up.
clubbing.
Go clubbing.
It's a good one. Okay,
Could be.
that's a 6.
Plus.
Yeah. And then it says,
Plus.
it says 1d4 plus 3.
No. Look at the.
Wait.
To
No, you're looking at the
attack
action.
roll.
Yeah, there you
Sorry. Plus 5.
So 6. That gives it. That makes it 11.
go. That hits. Roll some damage.
So now it's the 1d4 plus.
Sorry.
Now is this your club or is this your?
This is my club.
Is that the damage of your club?
Plus 5.
No, 1d4.
Plus 3.
1d4 plus 3.
Yeah. So I
The
rolled
clubs used to be 1d6. It's weird.
Yeah, I was like, that seems a little low, right? 1d4 plus 3.
Yeah.
Weird. Bludgeoning, yeah.
It's
So-
like on the level of dagger now.
Yeah, that's
Like I have a club too, and it does 1d4 plus 1.
Yep.
All
So I
right.
roll this.
Club it up, yeah. The 4-sided, yep, perfect. What you got there?
4.
Oof, 7, huh?
So. Now you are a martial artist, so you can also punch it.
I'll also punch
Do you
it.
get multiple attack?
Well, he just gave me a bonus action. Right? Is that what that's
No. So as a monk, you can always take a bonus action after you take an attack action to hit again with your bare fist or your beard.
Fucking
in your
punch
cases.
it.
Let's do the beard.
Oh,
Your
beard's
beard's
turn. So you strike out with your beard hair, roll a d20,
So, roll a
and
D20,
it'll be the same thing
yeah.
as your beard slap, whatever the bonuses are, and that sort of thing to
So
hit.
plus
So
5. So 9 plus 5.
that hits for
14.
sure. That
And then
roll the damage.
D4
Roll the
plus
damage for like
3.
a beer punch, whatever it is. Yeah.
Oh fuck. 1 plus 3, so 4.
Your beard reaches out, slaps that ooze, and it just kind of seems to go and become one jello and liquefy onto the floor.
Eat.
Yeah. They have it for the next 10 minutes. So like if you look on your character sheet under actions,
Me?
yeah.
Okay.
So under actions, you have like flurry of blows, patient defense, step of the wind.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You have unarmed strike. So when you use an attack
Okay.
action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you
Okay.
can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Okay.
So
All right.
you can always hit twice with your bonus action.
The
Then
gray
you can also
ooze
use
has
for
expired.
The what?
The
Oh.
gray ooze has expired.
R.I.P.
It's gray. I don't know if you saw it or not.
I want to see a picture of it.
I got a P if we're done.
Yeah, we're done with this little action
Go,
stuff.
Pete.
Yeah. I took the thing out because I'm stupid. This is the player handbook. That's why it's not there.
Yeah.
It took the really is that why is that your
Gray
bookmark?
ooze.
Jackass.
That's gross.
Yeah. So, corrosive
Why
to
is that your
metal.
bookmark? Get in the bookmark.
It has lots of little neat things to it. Very low on hit points. I'm surprised that happened. Like, that was kind of nuts. It's pretty gnarly.
The way I just demolished it.
The way that
Or
you
the
just
way it hurt us very badly.
well, I
Because it got
wasn't.
us coming down one at
Well,
a
I was
time.
gonna say,
because it hit me and then she fell on me.
Did you get? Sorry. Did you? Did you get any? Did you get healed from Gale?
Yeah.
So those watching, if you don't know, Dayton and Kaylin are engaged. So you're not just seeing their relationship in the game play out. We're seeing some home life displayed on camera right now.
You fell on me.
Well, you didn't take out the trash yesterday, so I feel like you kind of deserved it.
It's always interesting to have couples role playing because one time we were playing a game called Hunter, and the couple in our group decided to make a brother sister.
Oh.
So they were playing as a brother sister, and they're like, yeah, it's really weird because we can't, like, after the game, we can't do anything intimate because we're still in mindset that we're brother and sister.
Well,
Like,
it's-
it makes it all weird.
That was when we played Shadowrun. I made an androgynous bisexual character. My brother played our street samurai, and in one of my fake journal entries that I posted on the page, I admitted that I was attracted to him. There was
like,
no
that's
response.
weird.
He never brought it up. He never said anything about it. It was never one of those
Also super funny when she said that. I'm like, motherfucker, like that's what I told you.
What?
Oh, earlier, like she was telling him, like,
He was telling me like, oh, put the warm ones in the bag so you grab the cold ones. And I was like, no, that's fine. And then she's all like, oh, you're grabbing the warm ones. And I'm all like, yeah, that's Dane's fault.
and she's like, oh, he doesn't know how to rotate.
I do want to try one of these Trulies if she doesn't mind.
Grab one of the Trulies out. They're in the door.
buckets.
Oh.
Buckets for Dave.
Dang. You start saying date when you throw baskets, huh? That was good.
It's my offhand too. I'm just like, got
Seltzer
this.
alcohol. This
Yeah.
one's awful.
It's
This is a new. Do you like seltzer water? at
vodka
all?
soda.
Like, do you like soda
That's
water?
what it is.
I was like, it's not bad.
So
I'm
it's
not a
not
big
seltzer.
soda water
Here, taste
person.
this.
but-
Here, taste this one.
It's not
I'm
tonic.
impressed with it.
It's seltzer. Seltzer water is just
Soda water. It's just water with
Soda water.
carbonation.
yeah. Tastes like peach. It tastes like
Mm. No, I don't know how I feel about it. Oh man, it's rosé. Huh?
I feel like it should be tonic then,
pretty
not
good.
seltzer. Because seltzer, when I think of seltzer, I just think of carbonated water.
that's what it is. Okay.
But there's
Oh, let's
flavor
fall
to it.
asleep
But
in
yeah,
the sun.
tonic
Good.
is
That's poolside disaster. If you get so sunburned, I'm truly soda water.
It's really fucked up right now.
Like, I lift up my shirt and there's just like a tan line of me holding a can where I fell asleep like this. All right, so,
Oh, I'm gonna go back.
well, I guess we're taking a short break.
Everybody's gotta pee.
Well, these guys may need to figure out healing and other such stuff, so they can talk that amongst
Let's
themselves.
take a long rest.
Oh yeah, they're just gonna sleep for 8
Get a
hours.
nap in the dungeon, whatever.
While you sleep, the harpies slit your throats.
We can. I mean, we could start with. People over here can start looking around the room
Okay.
at this point, right?
They didn't waste.
So,
What?
you're gonna
Bardic
look.
Inspirations. I used up 2 of my 3. And you guys, neither one of you used them.
There's
I mean,
only
they
10
last for
minutes
10
for 'em.
minutes, yeah, so as long as you hurry this
We're
along
about to
again.
do some.
So, give me some investigation there, you.
Investigations.
No, give me some perception. Give me some perception.
Was it you two?
What you got there?
20.
He needs a monocle.
Not natural. 16 plus 4.
We've been calling that an unnatural 20. We've been calling it. It's fun.
So.
Like I set it down, then moved it.
What are your perception?
Go to your, click on that, go to skills.
Gotcha.
Yep, there you go, and then you find your perception. So,
It's only 12 right now, but I can use my bardic inspiration.
on your perception?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Save it for your 12, that's fine.
I just wanted to make.
Go ahead and roll yours.
13,
13, 18, nice, 18, unnatural 20. Perception's Wiley,
Yep.
because, you know, you love perception.
We love perception here.
Do you want this for, like, your kitty here? Do you want
No.
to, no? Okay.
Okay.
Wait.
17.
I've never got to roll that.
You should whip it out.
For those of you that haven't seen this, for Wiley's birthday, not this last time, but the year before, he had a friend 3D printed a gold D20.
Metal.
And it's made out of metal. Oh, I wish you could see it a little bit better. But when you roll it, it has a really nice tinkle sound. This is not happening because I'm not rolling it on the wheel.
Page.
Hey, listen. You know, oh, it's so beautiful. It's great. And then the person who made it for him's father crafted this wooden box to hold it in. It's like this weird double present. We haven't seen it in a while, but I'm sitting in the driver's seat now, and I'm like, oh, the shift knob! Like, it's great. I just found a neat thing. Anyway, so what was your perception there, you?
17.
So these are enough. So,
Can Bonnie smell around?
oh, funny you should say that.
She's dead.
Stinks in here. It stinks in a bad way. It almost burns your eyes.
So would she have like
Body's dirt. Her smell is obscured.
She's like,
no problem?
It's gross in here. In this room, you don't see any source of the smell, but it stinks. Also, as you look around, against the wall on one side is a patch of the rock that looks wet and oily.
High strong, go look at that.
What is your actual last name? It's only high strung to me now.
Sharp tongue.
Sharp tongue. You've called him high strung just enough for me to be like, I forgot what your real name is. You're just fucking high strung now.
Can I use... I'm just
You
exploring
can ask.
all of this,
Yeah.
but so I have this tremor sense to see if there's any other things lurking around, or if we're close to the heartbeat. Would that be beneficial?
Yeah.
Is it
She
a
is a
skill?
dwarf.
Is it a skill or a key? Like, what is this? I don't know anything about it.
Sense.
It's a sense.
I think it's just like a thing that dwarves get.
So it says
Like a
I
feature.
can detect the origin of vibrations within a specific radius,
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Oh.
and the source of vibrations if they're in contact with the same ground or the substance.
Mm,
Sorry.
Can be used to detect flying creatures, burrowing creatures.
I got you. So, What were you gonna say there, Wiley?
I don't know. Is Geostellar still here?
Geo, are you here? We got a question for you.
It's not a question.
Oh.
I forgot something. So it was last week. He posted up something about monks, and it was about doing the knockdown or knockback. She's not that monk. She's a drunken master.
Oh, okay. That's
right.
why it's on your thing.
So she has the ability to immediately disengage after she attacks. So she can always move in, hit, and then be out of combat
That
again.
sounds like Dayton's kind
Right?
of
It's like Ganope. It's Ganope all over again.
Have you heard this Ganope story?
That's one thing to remember is you could always just say drunken master, and you will always be away from the creature, forcing them to move to you.
So our Ganope story is that the first time that we played D&D, Dayton and I, we had Robert here, and while he was running the game, it was similar to our Dragonborn, but it predated that. The first dungeon we went to was in a crypt, and I went first, and I found enemies, and I sneak attacked one. Robert got in there, and then I messed up. Sorry, Robert went first for some reason. I messed up, shot Robert, and then Robert took damage. I went down to help him. We're fighting, and then we kind of, I don't want to say got overwhelmed, but the party kind of got overrun. Oh, this is the rats. This is the disengage, wasn't it? Was it the rats?
It was both the skeletons and the rats.
Oh, we did both times. So both of our first encounters, we got in. Basically, we got into the battle. We got not overwhelmed, but more enemies beset us. And as soon as we started struggling, Dayton would be like, "I'll use a turn to disengage." We're like, "Well, how does this help us?" I'm the rogue. I'm being hit. These rats are chewing on me. Robert's fighting 4 of them, and one of them bites him, and he's like, "I run up the stairs a bit." We're like, that's your role play. There we go.
So you're the most powerful one.
Yeah, he was our wizard. He's like, I disengage. No.
I was a gnome, so it was a Ganope.
Yep, he's like, Ganope. All right, so how far does your little trimmery thing go?
Okay. Would that be considered insight?
No.
I don't really know how to...
Read your trimmer thing one more time for me.
There's no, it doesn't say,
Just tell me what it says.
A monster with tremor sense can detect and pinpoint the origin of vibrations within a specific radius, provided that the monster and the source of the vibrations are in contact with the same ground or substance. It cannot be used to detect flying or incorporeal creatures?
Incorporeal. So incorporeal is like a mist or a phase.
Ghost race.
Incorporeal.
Okay.
You're in corporeal form. Your mortal coil is
corporeal,
whatever. Sidereal. Damn it, corporeal.
It's real.
I know. Yeah.
Corporeal.
So I wouldn't be able to tell if there's heartbeats, but if there's any other type.
You'd be able to tell something was burrowing or digging. You don't sense that. I will tell you that some wind is blowing in under the door slightly.
So is this anything I could use what he gave me before the time runs out?
You have time, don't worry.
Okay.
But no, I'm just telling you that you don't feel any burrowing or anything like that, but while you sit still and you think and listen, you can feel a slight breeze coming in from underneath the door.
Does this breeze have a smell?
Yeah, it stinks like corporeal. Okay.
There it is.
All right.
Because it's the last word is real. It's corpo and real. Where do you have tremor sense?
It's under my senses. I don't really know what else to say right here.
That sounds like a solid argument to me.
It's just, that's what it says.
Go under a character sheet. Go under abilities. Abilities.
I'm on a character sheet.
Oh.
I don't see it.
It's under abilities, saves, and senses, so I don't know.
At the very bottom of that part of the sheet.
Dark vision 60 feet.
So is it not something I truly have?
Oh, you clicked into senses?
Yeah.
Okay, that just lists every type of sense.
Oh.
Well, I'm I don't know what's going on.
No, you just have dark vision. So read the dark vision section. That's what you have.
So that's fine.
That's explaining every type of sense.
If
you did have tremor sense, you'd go and get it.
Well, luckily I didn't give anything away, but I will say that while she sits there
But she does have stone cunning as a dwarf.
Stone cunning?
Stone cunning.
Where is
an
that?
ability as dwarf is whenever you make an intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework, you are considered proficient in the history check, and you double your proficiency bonus. So if she wanted to when was this room made? What was it for?
Do that instead. And we'll do that instead.
Okay.
Roll that then. Roll your stone.
Stone cunning. So you have.
Do I add anything to it?
You add your. So look up history.
Skills.
And under skills.
Take your time. There's no hurry at all.
Yeah.
Don't feel like we're pressuring you or anything.
Plus 0, so 13.
Okay.
Well, that's still a pretty good fucking base roll.
and she's not proficient in it normally, but because of stone cutting she is, so
+2.
that gives it a +2.
So 15 is plenty. So you can tell by looking at the stone.
And she has double proficiency, so
Doesn't matter. You're blowing this out of the water.
17,
I'm going to tell you right now. So you can tell that this place was built quite a bit ago. You can tell who made it. You can tell that the rocks are local. I will tell you, as you look around and see what it's made out of and everything, that it's, even though it stinks in here, something's going on, there's some wind coming in the door, it's really dry in here. There's really no reason for that patch of oily rock over there, unless it's something specific. Either a leak, or it's kind of freshish. It's weird. Those rocks are weird.
Can I throw a rock at them?
Throw a rock at what?
at the oily
rock
patch.
at the rocks.
You can definitely throw a rock at the oily rocks. Is this a skill, like an attack?
I really hope I never get attacked in real life.
Alright, attack away.
I'm scared now, okay?
What you got there?
Also, I got a whole 10.
A whole 10?
You
Fucking
can add
hits.
D6.
As soon as the rock hits the oily part of the wall, it and turns into a pile on the floor that starts to rise back up. It's
See?
another grade.
Another one?
It's another
What the
grade.
fuck?
It's
That
another
was
grade.
hiding in the rocks.
See? Fuck these things. I knew it.
You got it. So roll damage on the fucking rock. It was trying to lay still, and you struck it with your strike.
I'm gonna use your.
Oh, 5 damage. I don't need to use this
All right.
because I hit it already.
What next? What next? What next?
Ah! I wanted High Strong to go over there and get attacked by this thing.
I know, when you were like, go touch it, I was like, touch it. Like, touch it.
Why do you hate me?
You said you had a rivalry with me. I'm just playing into
He
it.
was drunk when he told me. That's funny. It's one of those drunken things where, like, you were drunk in real life, but one night a drunken Eon's like,
Yeah.
I don't like that tiefling son of a bitch. And, like, it just stuck for some reason.
Like, we're great in combat, but we
Yeah.
hate each other in real life. So are we starting declarations?
This thing's obviously angry and kind of ready to progress. It just got struck and awoken. Or not awoken, but
So
noticed.
we could have gone through the door and not. I was gonna say not awoken it.
Maybe. Now we have to fight this thing.
Stop throwing rocks at things, goddammit.
Hey, I came into this room, I got hit, you fell into me, you drunk ass, and then...
You're a little hungover. You're like,
He's drunk.
She's
a
drunk
drunken
bastard.
bastard.
I got this, guys. You fall in.
That's always my favorite character to play in Mortal Kombat was Baraichu. Like one of his
Baraichu?
yeah, from Mortal Kombat, but one of his things, his moves was to throw up and then the enemy slips on it. And, like,
Oh.
it collects
Raichu
damage.
was the evolution of Pikachu.
Huh.
No.
God damn it.
No.
Don't ever talk again.
In a strange series of events, Eon is struck mute.
Alright.
Your speaking has been revoked.
Alright.
So this ooze is here. You've kind of seen what it can do before. It's formidable.
Yeah. I am going to catapult a broken piece of rock or a handle of a weapon into it.
Okay, sounds good.
Throwing rocks.
Throwing rocks. Dayton, what are you thinking? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's
Sorry, I didn't mean to like single you out. I forgot a declaration, and we're not rolling for initiative this time around.
I just...
You guys still have your inspiration?
I initially threw the rock.
Oh, you did, but now
You
it's
need to
combat
actually
again.
need to use
It was you had an attack of opportunity basically. It wasn't surprise because it was watching you, but you did definitely damage
I'm an
it.
illusionist. No, I don't have shit.
Well, since it
I really have almost zero
So this
combat
actually
capabilities.
this was an interesting outcome for me that I didn't think about. I thought having a circus would be a reason for like a band of people to get together. I didn't take into account that these guys just made circus performers.
Yeah.
So now my little dungeons and things that I've drawn.
If I need to influence or illusion things, I'm
Yeah.
down.
So now
Fight,
it's
like physical fight,
But I
just
always
monsters.
choose a monk.
yeah. So we have an illusionist, we have a gnome, we have a bearded lady, we have a guy with a
Yeah,
cat. And it's
fighter.
like I know you're definitely a fighter. I'm just saying like I didn't think about that. So we're gonna see how this plays out.
I mean,
Yeah.
since it worked for me last time, I'd
Roll,
like to.
did you say roll tide?
I said we're all gonna die.
You're not all gonna die. Maybe you will. Most of you probably.
I think the TPK message is ready to rock and roll.
Oh
so
yeah, I know where that is. actually, now I know where it is. It's in the editor, right?
Yep, it's in the
Yes.
you have to move it to the top though,
That's
so it comes up over everything.
okay. TPK just in case.
Alright. He thought it was a great idea to have a party already be together.
I thought so.
He didn't, and then he made a normal adventure combat encounter.
Yeah.
Not realizing that we were thinking, oh, we're gonna go do circus stuff, not dungeon delve.
So this is my first time doing this, and I'm learning a lot. I really am. And this is one of the things I learned was what's our motivation? Because when they went to the town, they're like, oh, we got paid. Fuck all these other people. No one learned anybody's name. No one met any of the kids. No one did anything there. They went straight for another direction, and I tried to write in like different, I know, plan for your party. I did that wrong. I didn't have a whole lot of time to do this either. It was one of those like, hey, you're doing it on Wednesday.
The
and
next week.
It was Saturday when we decided I was going to do this for Wednesday. So, but first try. Let's see how these guys do. I think I've written something that's doable for them.
It is something that we would have to do. We're a circus. We need to travel, and the bridge is out because of harpies, and the town's not going to deal with it. We have
should
to
have hired
with
some bodyguards.
And they were really, and I will say that they did role play a lot of apprehension. They didn't want to do this. They weighed their options. They even kind of lied to someone. They were gonna chain somebody to a cat. They're trying to illusion a dead harpy mistress if they can find it, without even doing it. Yeah,
the circus
they just want to move
Yeah.
along. They want to they've made their money, but they have to pay a little bit. They got to play a little bit for their pay and move along.
We're also not helpless beings.
They're not, they are. This guy's an illusionist. We've got to be.
We're all entertainers.
So
we're good at what we do.
So we're gonna see how it is. This is one of those like, oh, we're role playing a useless group into the harpy's den. So let's do it.
So I'm gonna catapult. What is everyone else gonna do for this thing?
Gonna come after it with a club and a punch like last time.
Club and a punch. I like.
Club punch.
Bomb and a blitz.
Club punch.
Club
But
and a
it's club beard punch.
Bong and a crepe. Yeah.
And then
Bong and a
what
blitz.
do you want to do?
Beard and a punch. Or club and a punch.
I can climb daggers it. I can sleep it. I can strike it with my rapier.
You should just
I wouldn't
run
do
it
that
against
because that degrades metal.
What's your repeater? What is that?
Rapier.
Oh, rapier.
Rapier.
I thought you said
Don't
repeater.
have
He's gonna
any
rape
range
the
weapons.
blob.
I raped it. You're like, oh, the
The
blob needs counseling.
No optometry or not. No
Jeez.
cantrip damaging.
No,
Yeah.
I imagine I'm so concentrated.
What are you doing? Your
on
action?
dancing
Did I
lights.
just rape as a free action? No,
The light's going.
that's an action.
Yeah.
That's a full action.
Crossbow.
I don't have a crossbow.
Don't.
I need to all daggers it.
You want to waste that level of a spell?
No, not if we're going after the harpy.
Right.
Is it my turn?
No,
we're
it's
so that's what I'm saying. We're not doing. That's what I was saying at the
Declare
beginning. We're not rolling inspiration or
Initiative.
initiative for this. We're going to do stuff in an order.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Did I see that on your character sheet? Did you have feather fall?
Yeah.
You fucker. You made us all climb down this fucking thing. You could have all floated down.
You literally went last.
Literally ate shit.
They wrote your line down while you watched.
What's wrong with you?
love it.
No worries.
Don't even choose those things, you
You
fucker.
fucker.
Inspiration, you lying piece of shit.
You asshole.
Give yourself inspiration for me. What a dick. You're like, I'm still a little hungover too. There's an inspiration
I
button.
was like, thank you, Owen.
No.
He's like blocking me off like I'm gonna fuck with his character. So I'm like, just hit
Just
the button.
delete.
Alright. Someone else decide what they're gonna do because I don't give a shit what he's
We're,
doing.
we're waiting for you and Bonnie before we get to before we get to.
I don't want to get close to this thing, so I would throw it. It's a magic stone. It's my cantrip.
Sure,
I'm not
that's
just throwing it.
No, it's okay. I understand what you're doing. And then Bonnie's probably just gonna strike, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? He made me waste Misty Step. That son of a bitch.
He made himself like.
You only give it to one guy, can't you?
No, it's five other people.
Yeah.
We could have all just jumped
Oh my god, I
holding
forgot
hands.
that. You could have literally.
Jumped holding hands.
You could have gone down in this steady
Like-
stream instead. Everyone
and just hit the ground holding
love it.
hands together. You son of a bitch.
roped a fucking lion.
You watched us waste an hour of time to get the lion down there.
Like, oh yeah, good guy, good job, guys.
Alright, before we make this a 3 off, let's.
There's still 2 hours left.
I'm
We have
saying.
plenty of time. This is actually nice filler because I don't think we're going to make it all the way through. I mean, I don't think we're gonna make it all the way through 3 hours.
So you're attacking the magic
He's-
rock, and,
yeah, rock
and
and
Bonnie's going
Bonnie's
up
biting.
to go.
Galen, what did you decide?
Can I wait and see what's going on?
Yeah, I would say hold action.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So we'll do.
He's taking a bathroom break.
Wiley, what was yours? Sorry.
Catapult.
Catapult. So we'll
I'm
go.
gonna
We'll
throw
go
a
you.
stone at it.
We'll go you, Kalen. Galen's waiting. Do the ooze, then Dayton and Bonnie McPurry, then Galen. So Wiley, go ahead.
Okay.
Bonnie McPurry.
Bonnie McPurry.
Also, we're not sponsored by Letterkenny, but if you haven't seen it yet,
You should
check
watch
that
it
shit
on
out
Hulu.
on Hulu. Yep.
Letterkenny on Hulu.
I'm surprised you're not watching it right now. I mean, keep watching it.
Dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. 7. -2. I got a 5.
Okay, so I do full damage to it, which is 3d8.
What? Would you catapult the table at it?
I catapulted a rock, a sword hilt, or
Jesus.
something, whatever it is. It just goes sailing at it and
Gotcha.
smashes into it, and it's from wherever. Like I pick something 60 feet away, and it goes 90 feet.
Gotcha. All right, let's do it.
It's
3d8. This is
3d8
great. Yeah.
Bex tastes like.
weed.
Yeah, I was gonna say it tastes like water that somebody's been putting their cigarette in.
Shh, we're trying to get sponsorship.
I
Bex tastes like cigarette water. Like, wait, what?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
I don't know if you can handle this.
Oh my goodness.
6.
This ain't even my whole day.
Hey, don't.
3d8.
Can we ban him?
Who?
He said catapult.
I love that he said catapulty. Galen's character.
That's a typo. All right.
Yeah,
Kalen.
I rolled a 4 and a 1 and a 1.
Kalen. 4 and a 4 and a 1.
A 4, a 1, and a 1.
4, 1
it's
and 1.
6
Ugh,
damage.
That's true. That's right. 3d8 with a 6. That's not bad.
That's terrible.
I know. Not bad for me. Let's see it.
Clubbing.
What you got there?
4 plus.
No, rolled a hit. Yeah.
Yeah, 9. So 9.
9. That hits. Fucking ooze.
Damn it.
Oozes
No,
that
they're
way,
oozes.
no AC.
Yeah. So roll your damage. Yeah.
D4 plus 3.
The
Yeah.
D4.
Oh, my bad. LOL.
I mean, she rolled an 8 on a D8, so
4
4.
For total, or
total.
and then your second attack.
You guys aren't forgetting my inspiration. Right?
Well, she hasn't missed yet.
yeah. She doesn't use
19.
it.
Yeah, that hits. Hey. I want to say it. I'm just teasing you.
5.
5. All right.
Get it, Beardy!
On the ooze's turn, it
Disengage, by the way.
disengaged. Okay. So on the ooze's turn, before it disengaged, because you disengaged, it kind of rolls over, makes a kind of sound, and then kind of gets into a defensive posture. And the quenching tub where the swords would go into is basically like
the barrel.
gray blob comes out of it.
No, there's another one.
There's another one, and it swings at whoever's closest. How many over there? 1, 2, 3, 4.
And Bonnie.
And Bonnie. Oh, 5. Yeah, there's no D5. Huh?
Use
Oh,
that.
yeah. All right.
Well, because
Do a
do Bonnie.
do a D10. 1, 2 for Bonnie. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
D10. Haha. I know what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, Bonnie. 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7,
1,
8,
2,
9,
3,
10.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Get it.
Oh. Boo.
Oh.
I have never rolled these.
Show the camera first.
Oh,
so you can see
sorry,
the big-
Giant. We have some serious dice for important rolls.
So what got
So
it?
Bonnie McPurry.
Bonnie.
Bonnie McPurry.
Four, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, and then Bonnie is 3, 4, 5,
Oh,
6,
that's-
7, 8, 9, 10.
That's fine.
That's not what you said, but I'll take it.
Oh, it's too late now.
I was supposed
Go
to
for
pick
it.
4, but I'll accept it.
I'll accept this outcome.
Accept it.
We'll let Bonnie take the hits.
All right. That's great. Missed the fucking kitty. Will a 6 hit Bonnie McPurry? Will not.
Yeah.
So the ooze kind of misses and then kind of falls on the floor and makes itself into a shape again. It's now on the floor. The other one was going to spend its turn to disengage, but since you disengaged from it, it's going to attack you instead. Yes.
So it moves up to attack her.
Moves up to attack. 10? What's your
So
armor
can
class?
I take the
What's your
dodge
armor?
action?
You might not have to. What's your armor
Okay.
class?
16.
Yeah, so it misses you completely.
Lots
Dayton, it
of
is your turn.
I'm throwing rocks at the same time.
And you were doing
I've been
magic
throwing
stone?
rocks at the same.
You're attacking the one that you've already hurt? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
15, I'm sure will hit.
That will definitely hit. These things have a low armor class.
I should know this by now since I've used it twice already. Let's do a whopping 4 more damage to it.
As you strike the ooze, it falls apart into wet, gelatinous fodder and ceases to move.
That's only the second one, though, right?
There's a
Now
third
there's a
one that
third
has
one.
not been hit.
Shit.
Oh, and,
Alright.
and Bonnie
Now it's
goes
Bonnie
on my
McPurry's turn. Yep.
She's not an idiot, so I'm sure she would go after the.
Well, plus you can tell her what to do anyway. You can just be like, ah! You know, I'll allow
Free
a bonus action for you to go,
Well, it's not even
"Ah!"
a bonus action. Free
Yeah.
action to yell.
Yeah.
It's free action to
There you
say
go.
something.
So you can command, sick 'em! Bonnie turns on a heel. "Rrr." Plus it already tried to attack Bonnie. She's engaged with it currently, so you don't have to do anything special.
Well, she's gonna roll a natural 20
still
to
have a
hit.
rock.
Oh,
Are
damn.
you kidding me?
Double dice damage.
Are you kidding me?
No,
No,
not.
20? Alright, roll the damage real quick.
So instead of 1d6, it gets
2d6 plus the bonus once. So if it's 1d6 plus 4, then it's 2d6 plus 4.
Jesus. So 7, so 10.
10. Oh, Jesus. So with a natural 20, and the fact that this was a fierce fucking bite, the ooze does its best to pull itself back into the bucket. So it's currently wasting its turn to go prone on its own to hide.
Oh, I gotta
Galen,
go.
you're up. What were you doing? You were gonna throw a dagger at it or something? Or
Throw a rock at it.
Throw a rock.
same? Is it the same skill? Throw a rock? Is it the same thing that he has?
Is it a magic
Throw,
stone?
throw
You're just
magic
throwing
stone or
it
whatever?
with Dexterity, I imagine, right?
No.
Yeah.
What is
He's
the
just
skill?
picking up a
Oh,
rock
you're just picking up a rock and throwing it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Just a little
does
no.
he
Natural
shoot it
1.
in the tub?
Did you just hit Bonnie McPhee?
Yes, right in the back of the head. Roll some damage at disadvantage because it was such a bad throw.
There's no
Like,
disadvantage.
whatever,
Damage
just-
rolls,
just-
but it's a D4, so.
yeah, it's
And your dex is what?
It's perfect.
That's only one.
there you go.
Dex
Bonnie
is plus
McPurry
4.
takes 1
Uh,
damage.
5.
Oh, 5 damage. Bonnie McPurry takes 5 damage because she's taking a rock in the back of the head. I love it.
What the hell, man?
Blames you. He did it.
It wasn't going at her. It wasn't going at Harrietta. It was going at
All right,
Bonnie.
that brings us back to the top of the order. Wiley, you are up.
Also, isn't this the one that's in the tub?
It's climbing back and it's trying to get back
So
into
you
the tub.
have to like shoot it.
So, well, no damage will happen if it kind of lightly falls. Kobe,
That's what I'm just saying. Like it's in the tub. Like how are you throwing a rock at it?
it's not. It's moving its way into the tub. It can't just disengage and travel all in one turn because it was already engaged. So I was making it turn away and make its
That's fine.
initialized movement because I'm learning how to DM, so it hasn't moved away. You
Can't use your inspiration to
I'll
hurt.
say you can avoid. You can bypass
I'm
combat.
gonna buy it. I
Yeah.
don't like. I'm just like kill it. I really have no combat
Cool.
capabilities.
All right,
I need
Kaylin.
to not waste my spell slots.
So it's going back in the tub.
It's going back in the tub.
I was looking at what
Beat it.
Beat it up.
Stellar suggested the opportunity attack to.
I think
No, it's
What
so
does that mean?
Bonnie is the lion. It's not the monk. So the monk didn't get hit. He's confused. I think he's confusing
Okay.
you for Bonnie.
I will say that
for
because it's
McPurry.
scrabbling away, so I'll give you advantage.
Yeah.
So,
This is Harrietta.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. Pointing the
so it's
wrong
not
way.
a sneak
This is
attack. It's
Harrietta.
not an attack of opportunity, but you are going to get advantage because it's not engaged currently.
He's trying to like
I'll shoot a
go
dart
hide,
at it.
so-
You're going to punch at it.
Should I punch at it?
Yeah, because you get 2 attacks if you punch.
Yeah,
it.
you're going to get a double
Right.
attack with your physical attack, whether as you shoot a
And
dart.
then you can disengage, so you're not next to it anyway at the
Okay,
end.
I'll do that.
All right, get in there.
And he'll probably take it out.
Get after it.
Natural 20.
No,
Really?
fuck you guys.
Damn! So 2d4 plus 3.
Yeah. Just smash my oozes.
Aw. 3?
10.
have to say this is my problem with character creation, is because like when I make characters, I fall in love with them right away. I like these monsters. Like, these are cool monsters. Oh, you keep beating them.
They're supposed to die.
Okay, so 10 with a natural 20, it was at the edge of its rope anyway, so I'll just go ahead and when it starts to give up, you give it one more good elbow and it's just, it liquefies
Get one more
as well.
beard elbow.
So it liquefies again and
Elbow.
the room falls quiet once more.
Nice. Good job, team.
Yeah, you guys fucking, you're like,
Yeah,
this
well done, everybody.
That's terrifying.
I like how you're like, these, oh man, we don't have any fighting abilities. Smash, smash. I'm like, come on now.
We have a lion and a monk.
Yeah, it's
the
true.
rest of us, not so much.
You guys are doing a really good job of support, so there you go. All right, so.
Let's
Yeah,
go
thank
to
you.
that
I
fucking door.
appreciate the appreciation.
No, you guys are, I'm enjoying this.
Teamwork.
So I'm presuming that you would like skinny to the rest of us at like because the wind was coming from under the door.
Technically, we traded that for
Okay.
her
The stonework.
understands stonework, so you don't know that, yeah.
Yeah. We're still going to the door.
Yeah,
presume.
I mean, it's the only way out of here.
Okay.
Well, that's horrifying. Watch out for gray, oily
Keep-
patches.
Because we don't have dark vision, keep an eye out for like mucus on the walls. Since there could be more of these stupid.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna walk up to the door. What, you gonna do something?
I'm gonna wonder if my beard could fit under the door and look on the other side.
Can you push your beard out? Yeah, you can,
yeah,
right?
but it can't.
You
I don't know
can't
if it can see.
can it?
It
I
doesn't
let
have
you do it in the
senses. Yeah.
beginning, but you can feel with it if you want, but I don't think it would really be able to see.
I bet Feck
Fair
could
enough.
get under the door, but I'm not gonna send it out there. I'm just gonna go up and listen.
Okay.
Next time I want my
So
beard to have
perception.
eyes.
17.
Okay, so 17. So then I'll give you the knowledge I gave her earlier. There is a slight kind of a not a whistle, like a very like
How are we on hit
what are
points?
things. I don't know, how are you on hit points? I don't have all this stuff
Let's
in
do a
front of
short rest and I'll play everybody a song.
me. Alright.
Can we?
Song of Rest. If you or any of your friendly creatures who can hear your performance, you gain hit points at the end of the short rest by spending.
Hit dice.
Oh, yeah. Am I misreading this?
No, it gives you extra.
Yeah, so everybody gets 1d6 hit points back.
How,
No.
Now when you're singing the song, are you playing an instrument and singing to these guys?
Yeah, look.
And it's an hour to do a short rest. So we'll be sitting here playing
Oh.
music in a dungeon for an hour.
15 minutes.
No, that's 4th edition. That's 10 minutes back and forth
All right.
edition.
Also, that's,
Everybody bleed out.
noise and I don't think
Yeah.
anybody's bleeding to death yet, but that is noise and singing and stuff
Who
like
is
that.
injured and how much?
I'm fine. I'm at 23 out of 30.
It's. I'm at 13 out of 18 and Bonnie's at 21 out of 26.
Having been only damaged by her own party. So as you listen to the door, all that you're really getting is that wind. There doesn't seem to be any kind of regular activity or anything, and even the wind is kind of slight.
So I'm going to
You gonna open that door,
I'm gonna
bud?
open the door. We have no row. We can't check for traps. So, well, we can, but I'm not thinking that way. I don't know anything
Okay.
about that.
So you open the door and it makes kind of a as you open it, and on the other side is kind of well, it's you guys have night vision. I forgot about that.
Dark
So
vision.
you slide open and you can
And
see.
you may not know this, but dark vision is only black and white.
That's fine.
So
You did tell me
we
that.
don't see
So
color.
you open up the door, and as you look out, you can see a hallway that stretches to the left, goes down a ways to where there seems to be a light source, and a set of stairs that goes up. To the right is a set of stairs that goes down. But in this hallway, although it's made from stone and things like, you can see from the bottom kind of up is a grime layer that kind of climbs, and it's just gross. And as soon as you open that door, it's much more putrid of a smell. It's gross in here. It's eye-watering. It's nasty. It's nasty in here.
I'm gonna take out like a.
Directly across the hall is another door of the same shape, size,
So
position.
there's stairs and then a door.
So off,
Well, no, there's a hallway
so you open the door into a hallway.
left and
Off to your right, a little ways down, there's what looks like a staircase going down. At the hallway down here, there's a door on the left, a door on the right. Sorry, I didn't say that. And then what looks like stairways up, and there's some slight light coming out from that way.
And then right across from the door.
Directly across from
Like-
is a door. So basically,
like
you're
that.
you're opening a room. There's a room there, or at least a door there, and a door here. So it looks like you're in a hallway with 4 doors. You're in one of them.
I'm going to whip out
Whip it out.
handkerchief or
Are you gonna prestidigitate
weird
a
time to
smell
do that.
mask?
I am.
Yeah.
I am going to wrap that around my face and make it smell like roses.
All right, bingo. You guys get the slight whiff of roses coming from his
And
handkerchief.
I look at everyone else like, no one else? No one?
I'll take a.
Yours smells like...
Just wrap your beard around my face.
It's like, of all the people, all of your food's been terrible. Like, this whole adventure, you're like, everything tastes like shit.
I make it smell like poo.
This does nothing.
You have prestidigitation as well.
It's just,
You don't?
No.
oh god, it adds another layer of poop to the actual like smell of the Trinity. I like it.
Beard smell like roses.
Damn it.
Can I amend your little thing closed?
God damn it. That's great. That's excellent. All right.
Up turn, like after a couple seconds, I change it to smell like
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna heal
something
you.
else.
You're gonna die here. I swear to God.
I haven't
you're gonna
taken
die
any
here.
damage.
It's one of those weird smells like you lick your finger and smell like that's what it smells like. You're like, it's just like wet mouth. It smells like Bonnie McCurry's breath.
You're gonna be begging. You're gonna be damaged and hurting and
All right.
dying.
So
and I'm gonna turn you invisible so nobody can find you.
Okay,
that
so
what do you do?
so
what
looking-
do you do?
looking, so down the hallway left is a stairway down the hallway right is a stairway
So
up.
when
and
you're coming out
there's-
right, from your right
Yeah.
is a stairway that looks like it's
stairway
going down. And there's a door in front of you. To the left are two more doors, one on each side of the
And a
hallway,
stairway
and a
up.
stairway up, and you can see faint light coming from that one.
Probably don't want to go towards the light. Seems like backtracking, in my opinion.
The only, like, does it look like natural light or does it look like...
It looks like natural
It
light.
looks like it goes up to the surface. But we should check these doors so we don't have anything coming up from behind us.
Could we send Feck down the stairs at the same time?
Well, let's infect up the stairs just to see if that's outside. So I send infect down the hallway, up the stairs.
To the light, okay.
Yeah, and see if that goes to the outside.
So Feck makes his way up the stairwell. It curves a little bit and then curves back a little bit, and she finds herself outside looking off the edge of a cliff face. And to that left of the entrance is a small path that seems to lead up the side of the cliff a little bit.
Alright, well, I guess the halfling wasn't lying. Let's check this door across.
That might have
from
just
us.
been a little bit easier way to get in, going in that way.
So I'm gonna put my foot gingerly down into the hallway, just like this.
The filth that's on the floor is pretty solid. It's oldish. Looks like it's been trodden in. It doesn't stick or you don't sink into it or anything like that. It doesn't make much noise. It's kind of like the inside of a mattress, that like kind of multicolored foam stuff that's in there. It's like that, but wet. Like it's gross, but it's not like it's
So
more
I'm
like
gonna step across it gingerly and listen into the door across from our door.
so across from your door. You can that door. The wind is a little bit louder. You can definitely hear.
There's wind on the other side.
Sounds like the perfect place for harpies.
You think it just steps like you're gonna open a door and fall off
Goes
a
off
cliff
the
or
cliff?
something? Yeah.
Maybe.
I would go down the stairs. I feel like if we're trying to get to the harpies next.
I just don't want there to be monsters in these rooms and them to come from behind us.
Well,
Also, there may be treasure.
Yeah,
in
we
here.
either face them.
Also,
or
there
we
may be
follow
treasure in here.
There may be something valuable. This is an old fortress.
well, let's open the door and find out.
All right. You want to open the door?
Yeah, I'll open the door.
I step to the side, let him open the door.
So as you open the door, it makes kind of the same, like it hasn't been opened much from this side, and some of the grime is built up on the door. As soon as you open it, though, the door knocks against something that goes, rattles.
Gold.
Wisdom
It's an
saving
alarm.
throws.
All right. Wisdom saving throws.
Wait, that might be wrong.
If it's...
If it is what you think it is, then it is, yeah.
It is what you think it is. Then it is, yeah.
Wisdom, yes.
Woo!
So that's your
21.
Fuck you. Now I know how you feel, like, oh, just like 20, 21, yeah.
13.
13,
16.
16.
would be me that would feel this. Nope, 18.
And Bonnie must also make the saving throw.
Bonnie McFurry.
You really want to say
McFurry? Like
every
McFurry is the
time.
better option, I believe. Because lions can't purr. By the way,
Does she have her own
Well, originally
statue?
the name came from that's what we
Like
would name
kind
it.
of
Cat
enough,
or
it's like saving
But lions
throws.
can't.
So
We could give her
but
a passive wisdom of 10 if you want.
it doesn't have saving throws for her. Just give her wisdom, which is a +1.
okay,
All right, there you go.
so 18.
Okay. So I will tell you this: when you succeed against a saving throw on a harpy, you're immune to that harpy's song for
That
harpy for 24 hours. So that won't happen again with this harpy. So if you're worried about it singing or whatever, you guys know a little bit about harpies now. Don't worry about that.
That's the difficulty.
Of
Harvey.
it's 1. I think the challenge rating is 1. Yeah.
Okay, so we just run into a
Are you talking about with the saving throw?
Yeah, like what do we need to save it?
Oh, what does it need to be an 11 wisdom DC?
Yeah.
So anyway, as you open this door, you can see it's basically a square room. It seems to have been picked clean. It's just stone. The filth is kind of in here as well. In the right corner is what looks like a nest of bone and bird parts and little pieces of this and that bric-a-brac. And then a window, kind of an arching window, sort of shaped like this, but with a little ledge, maybe about a third of the way up. And then on the left is another window of the same kind. So that wall has 2 windows, and you can see out across the ravine, and see out across the ravine. All that.
And
The harpy is sitting in the window around under. It's above the nest.
the nest.
It's humming, and it looks a little confused that you're not falling for its humming.
Yeah, I'm like, all right. Just, I reach over and just shut the door again. Like, sorry.
As you close the door, you hear the harpy scream.
Son of
And immediately the door gets a thunk against it, and then another one. Thunk.
Let's run down those stairs.
Now we gotta kill it and all the other harpies in these other rooms.
Couldn't we have just fought it by itself? If we didn't try to close the door.
Alright, is there a choke point that I can set up some daggers?
I mean, this is a hallway. It has a door that goes into it, a stairwell on one way, and the entrance on the left. It's a narrow passage. You can choke anything in here. The problem is on the other side of that door, there's 2 windows.
We're gonna have to open this door again.
Can you cast through a door or anything like
No,
that?
you have to have
it's just
line
line
of
of sight. That's what I thought. Okay.
Yep, we're gonna have to waste some spell slots. Alright. I'll get Bonnie ready to pounce.
Oh, she's ready.
So I'm gonna, like, it's bumping against the door, right?
It's
So does the door open into the room or
the door
into the hallway?
opens. I'd say it opens into the door, into the room. That's why she's kind of beating against it. I'd say like immediately she's going to be able to open this in a second. She was just mad.
So I'm
They're
gonna,
not stupid.
yeah, I'm gonna stand next to the door to open it, and when I hear the next bump, waiting for Bonnie to hit it, I'm just gonna throw it open so
Okay.
Bonnie can pounce.
Let's do it. I would say there is definitely a keyhole in there if you want to look through it and aim your stuff. That's actually Geostellar. Get yourself some inspiration, my friend.
But I don't have any, like, I can't really catapult
look through Line of sight. Would he be able to cast through a keyhole?
He doesn't have any spells that direct damage like that.
Wasn't there a cloud of daggers or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, you could. You could look through the keyhole and cloud of
The only
daggers,
problem is
but-
that if you cloud of daggers inside the door, no one else is going to be able to go into the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Is I want to set it up so that I can damage people without injuring anybody else.
Gotcha. I mean, if you did that, just leave the daggers in there and see if you could run it off, or see if, do it however you guys want to do it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
So you're gonna throw
after it bumps the next time. I'm gonna throw open the door so Bonnie can.
All right, you're
pounce
gonna
on
throw
it.
open the door.
Yeah,
Bonnie's
sure.
gonna pounce. Sound good? What's after that? Do you want to go from there and then make decisions?
It's like surprise round at that point. Or
Oh,
like,
definitely.
I don't know if it's a surprise
think-
round, but
I would
whatever,
call
like,
that. I would call that an opportunity attack.
So
absolutely.
then we'll have to figure out
I'd say
how
'cause
we're set up.
Depending
to be
on
able to
what
attack it.
Bonnie does, like if she lands a pounce or not.
All right.
Because if she succeeds on the pounce, it's prone, and she gets an attack on it, and then we all get an attack
Doesn't
on
pounce
card.
require you to run 20 feet before performing it?
Sorry, I was saying pounce just as a adjective, not the actual ability pounce.
Oh, something we missed on the first round. Pounce requires 20 feet of run space.
Correct.
If it moves at least 20 feet straight toward a creature and then it hits it with a claw attack on the same turn, that target must succeed on a saving
If it
throw.
moves at least 20 feet.
Yeah.
So I would this plan will work to me if Pawnee. If
I
Pawnee
am
does.
not saying that it's pouncing. I'm not saying it's using this ability.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's a cat and it's sitting in a hallway.
and that's what I'm saying. The ability pounce.
Oh,
is
The
what's
ability
working.
is not happening. I'm just saying it's attacking.
Okay.
That's what we were trying to say. Pounce
Yeah, yeah.
pounce
That's fine.
requires a running start.
I was just using a descriptive.
Mhm.
It attacks,
Got it.
and that's off of a cat. But there's an ability called pounce. It's not using that ability because it can't
Got
use
it.
that ability.
Gotcha.
That's what I was.
Running, leap,
There-
pounce. It doesn't have those options. So,
So open
Bonnie.
the door and then just
Okay, so it's easy. The pounds are kind of coming two at a time.
And then
And on the second of the third pounce, or pound, it's pounce.
pounce,
You
pounce.
throw the door open, and out jumps a fucking lion. This harpy is caught completely off guard. Attack with opportunity, so roll
With,
2d20
advantage.
advantage.
18.
18 definitely hits. Roll some harpy damage.
Go Bonnie. Go Bonnie.
D8 plus 3 if it's biting.
For sure. 7.
Alright. Bonnie is in the room with the harpy and has knocked it back a little bit and is. I got the armor.
Now can I shoot darts at it?
You can do whatever you want at it now.
Or you can run in and punch the fuck out of it.
I want to shoot my
If you want
darts.
to shoot darts, that's fine. So you're going to throw a dart at it?
I want to try everything.
Galen, Wiley, I know you don't have a whole lot of attack stuff.
I'm gonna catapult a piece of its nest at it.
Okay. So the nest is pretty malleable. We can throw a
Whatever
chunk of it. Yeah,
chunk
stuff's in there. Yeah.
Thing, bone.
Someone I can sleep.
What?
Ooh. I would
Try to
not.
sleep on it.
I would not.
Try to sleep on a what?
Because sleep is an area effect and it affects everything in that area.
It's a cone, isn't it?
No, it's
Oh, no, it's right.
center and it goes out.
And then you roll hit points versus that sort of thing. Yeah,
it'll affect
yeah.
the harpy, then it'll affect Bonnie, then it'll affect
That's
Harrietta,
right.
then it'll affect us, and then we all fall asleep.
I'm okay with that.
We're just taking a nap.
The harpy
Let's
dies,
take a
and then
nap.
we all take a nap.
Like how no one took a ranged weapon. Like darts was the only thing. Like everyone has an option to take a
The
crossbow.
only one I know, the only one with the ranged weapon is the monk.
The one that's the melee fighter.
I mean, I'll take a swing.
You
You're
can-
up here. Yeah, well, closest one.
There's only one.
Yeah.
It's just the harpy. A harpy.
No, yeah, I'll slice it.
The
So
double
go
pound.
in.
The double pound is its club and its fist.
Yeah, so you're gonna run in and strike it.
Right in the strike.
You're gonna
Okay.
throw
No,
a
no.
dart. Don't worry.
We're just declaring action.
I'm gonna catapult and
Dayton.
Magic stoning.
Magic stoning,
stoning, and Bonnie is
Bonnie
gonna
still
keep
gets to do the same
biting.
thing. Okay, so let's go with Bonnie first. We'll put Dayton right behind Kaylin, Wiley, Galen, Harpy. All right,
You seem
Bonnie
like
first.
An oversight.
Bonnie
I'll show you
McPerry.
an oversight.
Bonnie McPerry.
Right. Like
Attack
the,
Bonnie
the
McPerry.
bard has an option for a crossbow and 20
What I
arrow,
wanted to
20 bolts, but I don't know what you picked.
Selective hearing.
It apparently wasn't that. Maybe you just have it and you haven't equipped it.
This was definitely not a one-off. I
Maybe
guess.
you
Like I
have
like,
one.
wait, like it's like 11 o'clock already. Like, well, that didn't go
Maybe you
smooth
stole
enough.
mine.
Oh, you said Bonnie's going?
Bonnie's McPerry is first.
Well, then she would do another bite.
This bite.
I don't like this geostellar. Keeps criticizing me.
No, this
He's shifty.
He is
13.
shifty.
13.
Just like
13.
the fucking geosphere.
Oh, sorry, that
this.
hits. Yeah, I was like, damn.
No,
It's like, yeah, 1d8 plus 3, right?
It's currently causing earthquakes, undercut.
Yeah, okay.
5.
Don't roll. Hold on.
I'm joking.
All right, cake is up. Cake's
As
throwing
the
a stone.
plates shift.
Cake is throwing
Geostellar.
stones.
Shifts.
He picked B. Dick! Have you met Galen?
19
I'm very nice.
That hits for sure.
for 8
I heard
damage.
you met Mitch and Dayton.
Yeah, me.
And you were there?
Now, is this guy from Tucson?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Out of all the Twitch streamers, everybody that's online, this guy lives like 3 miles from here.
We came in at
name? What's your name?
Well, let's not say that on the stream.
No, sorry.
That's not
Everybody knows
fair.
your name now.
That's not fair.
I already did.
His name's Geo Stellar, 4.
Yeah.
Right there.
I think I went to high school with you.
No.
No, he's too young for
You
that.
probably did.
Anyway, Cake. You did your damage. Sorry, Kaylin. You're gonna run in there. Oh, you know what? Let's do. Let's do the.
Darting.
Let's do the. You're darting, so never mind. Let's do the throwers first. So go ahead and dart.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 17.
17 hits for sure.
It's gonna be a 4.
Did you miss at all, Stout Cake? Or did you hit?
Sorry,
4 damage.
4 damage. All right.
Yeah,
The good old
Yeah.
Ellen Forrest.
Your dart.
just being a dick.
Wiley, you are up. Catapult.
Dexterity saving throw.
Does a 17 dodge?
Yes, it does. So it only takes half damage.
Oh. So I don't mean to groan at your successes. Well, he's always like, good job. I'm always like, man, fuck you guys. All my monsters do more damage. Right on.
Oh, no. It's no damage if it.
No damage, okay, cool.
So that thing just flies across the room and
Yeah,
smashes against the
misses.
wall.
Awesome. Galen, you're up. You're
Up here.
running up to rapier it.
Yeah.
I raped it.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Do you have inspiration?
Little
You have
heartbeat
inspiration,
I
right?
do have
baby.
inspiration.
All right, let's see it. Much better. 9 plus what?
4.
Is it strength?
No, it's a light weapon. It's dexterity.
It should just be in your actions. It should already do the math for you. Just go to your actions.
Yeah. 11.
11 hits.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, see if you just go to your weapons right
Plus
there.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1d8
Right,
plus.
perfect.
Plus 3.
Plus. Okay, right. Okay.
1d8 plus 3.
I thought Robert stayed at home today.
He is at home.
I know, I'm just joking with you. Yeah,
What's
making
wrong
fun of
with you
Galen.
tonight?
What you got there?
4.
4 is still damage. Plus what? Or is that
4
total?
is the.
That's the
4 is the total.
That's a total. You rolled a 1.
All right. That leaves the harpy. Bonnie McPurry seems to be the most apt threat at the moment, so she strikes her claw at it. 18. Bonnie McPurry, 18.
Yeah, that
Yes,
hits.
that's
All right.
I didn't ask him to be this way.
you preening on stream.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, like weird. I
Can
don't
you
like
broadcast
fucking-
character sheets?
Yes.
At the same time?
The dragonborn ones.
She
are
takes
up
5
now,
damage
unfortunately.
from the claw,
Fuck a duck.
and then she immediately swipes with her club
Why is it
Yes.
unfortunate?
So
6
they're not looking at ours.
6
It's
smash.
from
and
another
misses
game.
again. This is an angry harpy that's never fought a lion before.
Okay.
All right, brings us to the back to the top of the order.
The dragonborn ones are showing.
You get the
That's
5
okay.
damage.
I feel like ours aren't actually really good.
Yeah.
All right, it's Bonnie McPurry's turn.
Well, Bonnie's got a bite. She doesn't really have like a non-attack move.
I mean, it's a lion. What are you gonna do?
She's gonna roll a 17.
That hits
D8 plus what?
3, right?
3
Yeah, it's not bad actually.
for 4 total fucking damage.
What just happened to your mouth?
4 4 4.
To 4.
He's like 4.
Randy.
Randy.
All right, it's Cake's turn.
Pretty sure lions eat birds.
Yeah.
Well, Cake is concerned about Bonnie, so he's gonna cure her wounds.
Okay. Cure some wounds. Oh, Cake, that's cute. That brings us to Kaylin.
I'm gonna heal her for 6.
Alright.
Throwing darts or punching?
I'm gonna punch.
All right,
Punch,
get in
punch.
there. Get in there.
It's gonna be a 14.
That hits.
It's gonna be a 7.
And your second attack?
It's gonna be.
The harpy has fallen to the ground.
Oh, okay, so
Sorry. I hadn't counted all
I'm
hit
just
points out.
punching
You
in there
definitely smashed that harpy's face in. You guys, it barely got any attacks off. It clawed Bonnie McPurry once. This was a sound victory, and you find yourself alone in the quiet room.
Nice.
So, as I said before, sorry, there's the 2 windows, the harpy nest.
Yeah.
On this side is a door. I didn't say that again, so I apologize for that.
Does that door go to...
No,
seems
so
like it goes to one of the other doors?
it would go into the room that's down the hall a bit farther. Hanging in front of the door is what looks like sinew or rope possibly, and 3 or 4 bones hanging
So
from
they
it.
got little
Which is also
signs.
what you find hanging above the door behind you. So the noisemaker from the inside swinging doors rattle as you open them. No, it's prone as in dead. I'd miscounted the hit points, and when we got to it, I was like, so your next attack, oh wait, sorry.
It's
I miscounted, it's dead. It's completely dead. And you didn't go over it all, like that was the hit that killed it, so you got it. So you find yourself in the Harpy Nest room,
so
the windows.
Trap these doors. Alright, great. Is everyone okay?
I feel like we're ready to like
Hi, boss.
keep murdering harpies.
You guys are making some short work of these harpies and oozes.
You guys should definitely keep murdering harpies.
The faster we do it, the faster we get on with the show.
How close are we to the nest?
The nest is in this room. It's right
Yeah.
there under the
So,
window. It's
okay.
not like a. So let's say if we're
Give me
looking this way.
one.
Let's all look this way. You came in from there.
Yeah.
There's 2 windows about that shape. So say that one's right where it is. This one's right where that one is on this side. There's a ledge on either one. They look out kind of into the ravine.
Yeah.
Underneath this one, probably about this far out, is just a
The
pile
nest.
of junk that's kind of lowered in and nested in. On that side to your left is a door that has the little bones hanging in front of it.
Now,
We go
if we
through the
went back
pile.
out into the hallway to the
If you went back out in the
left,
hallway, if you
is
turn
2
back,
doors.
if you turn back out to the hallway,
yeah.
you went back out, you'd be looking to the right, would be down the hall where the entrance is.
Yeah.
You're turning yourself around a couple of times.
Well, I'm not turning myself around. I back up out into the hallway.
Okay.
It's to the left
It's
as
to the
well.
left, yes. So it looks
And
like
there's
that
2
door.
doors.
That door, yeah. There's one on the
And that's the stairway that goes up.
Yep.
Okay.
So in this room, it looks like that door leads to the.
And
The
there's
other room.
chimes there, so this was trapped from both ways.
It looks like if you went into this room from any angle,
Yep.
this harpy was going to be alerted.
That's the question now is what's in the other 2 rooms?
Don't look at me.
Do we have to go to these other
You
2
don't have to do
rooms?
No, we don't have to do that.
Well, I
You guys
just
can
mean-
I'm gonna look out the
You
window.
guys can retreat and retire, and we
Yeah.
can go back to the bar. You can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna look out the window,
Okay,
looking out to the ravine. I'm gonna look out left.
that's fine. You can just say you can look around. There's nothing going on out there. If you look out to the ravine, you can see that, you are where you said you were. You can look up from this one up that way a little bit. There's the bridge.
Broken bridge.
It's broken. You can look down the 100 feet or so and see the remains of the bridge and the rocks that the harpies used to make it. If you look to the left, obviously look to this one, or if you go out, you can look.
Are there more windows?
It looks like there's windows, but something's obfuscating. They're blocked. They look like there's stuff up against them and
I'm
covering.
gonna give him a little playful push and pull him back in.
Oh hey, come on now! Yeah.
Roll for wisdom, saving throw for fear. I'm just kidding.
Well, our job's not done until we find the
Big one.
the big one.
You're looking for the harpy mistress, is what they call
All
it.
right, fine. Let's forego looking at these other 2 rooms, which could contain wild, amazing amounts of treasure.
No,
And just go for
it. Go.
If we defeat the big harpy, we can look in the rooms on the way back up without any danger, right? Or less danger.
Now, if we get down into the thing, the harpy screeches and calls all of its minions, and they're in those 2 rooms, then we get attacked by all of them at once.
I will say that the harpy already yelled once, and nothing seemed like that. And also these windows. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Don't
Damn,
tell me
I'm
with your
sorry.
logic. I'm trying to con
No, I know,
someone
and
into...
it's funny. I'm GMing. I'm not GMing. I'm like, I'm with your party. Let me tell you.
I'm like,
I vote to go down the stairs and find the big harpy.
fine. Let's go down the stairs.
You're gonna go down the stairs. You're gonna go back
Right.
down the stairs.
So we're gonna go back. We're
That's
gonna
not
go
really the
up
point.
to the downstairs. We're gonna move to the downstairs
Move to the downstairs. Okay.
and listen. And I might send Feck forward depending on what I hear.
All right.
I'm gonna go pee right before we start.
Well, we can take our short break if you want. Somebody else need to take short break?
Yep.
Gotta go then.
All right. So we are going to take our short break. We
After
will be
these
back in
messages,
just a moment.
we'll be right back.
We'll be right back. I don't know how to do
But you
it.
said you wanted to like pee all the time.
I have to
And
pee
you're like,
100% of the time, and I'm just keeping it cool.
I mean, it's time to pee.
Oh no, I'm gonna go.
Like,
Hamilton.
it's pee
I've
time.
gotten really good at holding it because it's such an inconvenience. So.
It's me when we're traveling.
Mhm.
I can make it about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and
Yeah.
before it's like I gotta stop.
I 100% have a UTI
It's-
all the time.
I dehydrate myself. I'll have a headache when I get in the car and I know we're gonna go for 3 hours because I can't have anything. If I had
It's weird. I can road trip. I can go to Vegas without having had to stop. I could sit in that bar for 8 hours, never have to pee.
Pulled off too much.
The moment I go to the movie theater,
You don't
I'm like, oh my god, we're 30 minutes in.
Actually, I've gotten good enough at, like, when I wake up, I can kind of gauge, like, I know how long we're gonna drive. I know how much I can have. Like, I'll have a small cup of water,
That's why I like it.
and I'm good. Like, at lunch, I'll have a little sip and I'll pee even if I don't have to.
Yeah.
But if I do anything like we just did right now, how many do you have in the car?
What did I go over with Dottie already? We exactly.
We have less than 300 days, bud, which sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot.
I know, we gotta get some things planned, but I'm so excited we can use John as like a little 99-day counter.
Love you.
Nothing more?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So you know you might be waiting on Mitch if you went.
I know, he's sitting there just standing up, stretching.
Because he's a slopey.
Slopier.
What did you just call me?
Not you.
Slopier.
If Mitch ever says the words, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, it's a lie.
Go to the bathroom real slow, is what he means.
Yeah. Because he can't go real quick.
Are we still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, I won't say what I was about to say.
Are we just confessing we're putting love to in front of 3
Yeah.
people?
2 people. Golomir and Geostellar.
So, did I meet J.F. Stiller? I feel like there was some kid.
No.
Okay, no.
You might have seen a picture in Discord. I mean, I did not.
There was something of, like a month ago or so.
Whoops.
I accidentally said his name. I'm glad I didn't catch that.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just have to go back
I
and...
did, but nobody caught it, so sorry.
Geo, you'll probably want to use your inspiration on the big harpy fight. Something tells me that one of us is going to need that inspiration roll.
Probably this fucking guy. You're just having no luck with your rolls today, so I'm just worried about you in this fight.
What's that?
I said you're not having good luck with your rolls, so... You're right, why does he take so long? What is he doing?
He's peeing.
Like...
He has a slow stream.
Is there a front door?
Yes, you're looking at it. I wasn't being a dick. I just...
You're always being a dick.
Yes, Geo did come into Thirsties on Thursday.
That was kind of neat. That was
Only Mitch and Kaylin and I were there too.
What, to meet Geo?
yeah. That was kind of fun. It was neat to meet another player. Kind of
I was so confused at first. I was like, what's this guy about? Can I get a Coke? Yeah. Also, I'm Geo Sour. Oh, hey! It's just like, oh, well.
I was at work. They sent me pictures of you, spy pics.
No, I mean, yeah. I didn't do any of that.
I did kind of just admit to that on.
No,
There's
I'm
no
like, what's
offense
he
to
look
so
like?
everybody wanted to know what you looked
yeah,
like.
like Geo stars at Thirsties. I'm like, what's he look like? And like,
Sorry, bud.
no, that's pretty awesome.
I don't know how to explain it, so I was just like,
Hey, that's, dude. So I'll tell you how, because we're still on a little break or whatever. The way I met Wiley was one of the other bartenders at Thirsties before I worked there was like, hey, Mitch, you should go show Wiley your lightsaber. Like, that's what Laura said, and I was like, why would he want to see that? And that the rest is history. I don't know if it's going to work on here. Let's see if we can see. Have you seen my armor?
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
What?
No, I have not seen your armor.
Burp. I don't know if this is going to show up on the stream or not.
Yeah.
Let's see if it works. That's me. So.
Oh, yeah.
You said lightsaber. You said
Yeah.
You said lightsaber.
No, I asked him if he'd seen my armor, Yeah, so I showed Geostellar the pictures. I'm super proud of it, but that's what it was. I was building that, and the bartender says, "Oh, you should show Wiley your lightsaber." And I have a lightsaber. Yeah, lightsaber. You should show Wiley your lightsaber.
You have a lightsaber?
Yeah, I have a movie replica Darth Vader sound effects one that's like this big, like 4 pounds. You've never seen that?
No.
Oh my god!
You said that she told to show the stormtrooper armor. You showed.
Oh no, she told me to talk about what my lightsaber to you, and you ended up showing me yours instead. But yeah.
Show me mine. I'll show you.
Yeah, show me yours. I'll show you mine. Oh, isn't battery's dead on it?
Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
You've seen my former roommate's lightsaber?
Mm-mm. This is everybody. What? Everybody's got a lightsaber.
Nice.
Well, I didn't realize that he hadn't seen it. I would have shown it. I would have brought it myself. Oh wow! So I have one. So I bought it from Sharper Image way back when that was still a thing. And they'd re-released the movies, and this was like $140 back then. It weighs like 6 pounds, and it's movie replica, so it looks like Darth Vader's. Not the plastic tube, but when you turn it on, it goes. And it lights in order like yours does.
Yeah.
But when I got it back in like 2004, 2005, no one had ever seen anything like this. Like people would come over and be like, "I heard you got this lightsaber, does this thing." Now they all do that, but at the time this was like the one. It's so heavy, but it has that constant. It's real low like Darth Vader's. It's awesome. I'll have to show. I didn't even know you had never seen it. It's at my house. I'll have to show it to you next time. All right. So. We are back. You guys are about to make your way to the right and head down the stairway.
So we're at the edge of the stairway, the first
You are at the
step,
top of the flag.
and I'm going to listen down there.
It sounds like any kind of... so let me back up a little bit. I did do something a little bit wrong earlier. Sorry, I apologize for some I've done this. I'd say when you look out the window, I told you what was off to the left, what's off to the right. Up, I told you there's the bridge. If you look down, you can see there's probably another set of windows below you, and then the ones that are blocked on this side, the windows, it looks like something similar down there, and then off beyond that just a little bit is kind of an outcropping, like a landing almost.
Like a big...
Not big, it's kind of sticking out a little bit, but it's definitely leads to something a little bit. That little space down there. Doesn't seem to be any path to it, there's no ladder or anything like that. I didn't add that, sorry. I give you the left, right, up. Why would I skip down? So I just want to tell you down. So as you stand at the head of the stairs and you listen, you hear nothing. Like there's nothing coming from down there. It's not, all you hear is kind of the wind coming from the windows in the room behind you. And downstairs, there's not a whole lot going on that you can hear from here without going any farther.
All right. I'm going to have Feck kind of just crawl around like this. You said this
it's a little bit spirally, yeah.
Spirally, so I'm going to have him crawl around.
Okay.
And look down there.
As he gets around the edge of the corner, he can see another hallway similar in size. All the way at the... Does Feck have dark vision?
He has my senses when...
So all the way at the far end of the hallway is a door.
I'm a wizard.
All the way at the far end is a door. On the right-hand side, there would be doors kind of the same as the rooms above. On the same side, there's 2 on the right side. On the left-hand side, however, instead of 2 doors, there seems to be what looks like a natural carving in. The filth that you see on the top level is pretty much encompassed this area. It's older, it's everywhere. Like it's just gross. It looks like the harpy nest, but it's all over everything. You can barely see the stone anymore. And the first door on the right, there's 2, there is some light coming underneath the door. So it's not completely pitch black in here. There is some light escaping underneath that door.
Is that
the first door on
the first door on the right. There's only one door. There's 2 doors on the right.
And the right, yeah, I get it. But is the right facing the canyon or
yes,
into
the right faces the canyon.
Okay, so it's
that door has some light coming through.
It looks like natural light.
It does look like natural light.
All right.
This level of shit, that has to be where the mistress harpy is.
But the large intake or the opening, the larger
left.
That's to the left. That's interior.
That's left interior, and it goes in, but you can't see unless you get any closer. There's nothing you can tell from that.
I'm not going to sit that much further. I'm like, okay, we can head down to the bottom of the stairs. Let's keep a lookout for more noisemakers. And I'm definitely going to look out for like scattered bones, things hanging from ceilings, all that kind of stuff.
You guys are going to move down?
Yep.
All right. So you move down in. Feck's eyeballs or your eyeballs, you see exactly what she sees. You look up and down and around, and really all you see is that filth in the same shapes that I just described with that soft light coming from the right door. It does continue to stink like it did up top, yes.
I re-up everyone's smells.
I think he's the only one that took one. Did you guys take smell
I
things?
wrapped my beard around my nose.
And I made her
Your beard is like doing this.
Yeah, and I made her beard smell like roses, so her beard probably hates me now too.
I was like,
Her beard's doing this, like, damn it, fanning itself.
I want my smell impeded.
You want your what?
You don't want your smell impeded.
Oh, okay.
You just want to smell the filth.
And you get the filth
He
in
sleeps
all its
with Bonnie
glory.
McPurry.
That's probably true. I'm sure Bonnie McPurry normally would be able to smell through something like this, but this is bad. How
Can we
smell?
kind of?
Oh, the beard has
The beard,
nose.
it just knows that the effect is on it.
Oh, you have to remember, we described it last session. I don't know if you were here. Was Gio still here for last session?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Remember, this is a ladied beard. This is not a bearded lady.
That's what I said.
I know, but it's so much fun. I
know.
know. It's just such a great description.
Can we kind of perceive which door might have?
I think that's the
a
big
harpies
opening.
You think
Huh?
what's the
On the
big
left.
opening?
The thing that starts to open
With
on
the
the
kind
left?
of the light,
What,
yeah.
what is it you're trying to...
where the big harpy is.
Just see. Like,
Oh, I
the-
can't tell you where the big
Yeah.
harpy is. There's nothing here that really reveals where the big harpy is. So as you look, I mean, you can say all the way down the end of the hall, there's big doors. There's that
Oh,
open...
what is at the other end of the hall?
At the end of the hall, I was saying there is a set of doors, just a door at the end. On the right, there's the two doors, light coming from the first, and on the left is the inlet.
And how far down? So from the door to the inlet,
I'd say, so let's say if these rooms were...
like
Let's
from the
say-
first door to the right,
I'd say about
where does the inlet start on the left?
the inlet is halfway down the hall. On the left, I'd say it's about 30 feet in. So the whole hallway is about 60 feet. It's the same length per se as the top one. So if you were to look at the top one, remember there was an entrance in a stairwell.
Yep.
Down here, it's the entrance you came through, and at
And
the
the
end, the doors. Yeah.
I'm just wondering, how much space does the inlet take up? Half of the entire?
No, I'd say it's about double the size of a door, but it also kind of
20
curves in.
or 10 feet?
Yeah, it kind of curves in a little bit.
And
yeah.
so it's in the middle.
It's right in the dead middle.
And then
yeah.
there's two doors, but
On
they
the
are
right.
offset.
They are. There's one here, there's one there, and
So
they
we
mirror
can
the ones
move
above
up to
it.
the first set of doors.
You could definitely move to the first set of
doors without being next to the inlet.
Yes, yes. You would reach the first set of doors about halfway to the inlet.
All right. So move up to the first set of doors and give that a listen.
It sounds very similar to the last one. There's some going on in there.
Or if we do, we should just send Bonnie through first. It seemed to be the most effective last time.
How wide is the gap in the door? Bottom of the door.
I'd say if you put your face into the muck, you could
Yeah.
probably look in.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take Feck, put her in my palm, and kind of like hold her under the door
Loose as a hand.
so she can look around.
So, on the other side of the door is a very similar setup as the room above, where there's two windows. There is a harpy sitting in that window, looking out, humming very softly, but not at anybody.
It can. Yes, it can.
It can clean things.
But I'm not going to spend days cleaning this
22
hallway.
turns. So the harpy's kind of humming and looking out, kind of up at the bridge a little
big
bit.
harpy?
Just wait. No,
No,
there's supposed to be a harpy. If you turn over, you can see above the door is a small string with about 3 or 4
the
bones
things.
hanging from it. Roll me a perception.
7.
So that's what you see.
Yeah. So I pull her back and I say, "It's just like above. There's a harpy in there with a nest. If we fight the big harpy, all these small harpies are going to come attack us."
Well, can you get the illusion that we were coming down here for? So that was the plan, right?
Well, yes, but I need to see the big one.
Is the big one the only one that matters if we truly kill for the townspeople?
They ask you to take care of the big one because it seems to be organizing the harpies.
I feel like we should take that one out and then just try to make our escape because one, we don't actually have time to fight every harpy in every room.
You have to remember that Gilius has seen the harpy mistress.
Yeah. So we have to see it to fucking.
So if you
but
just
no.
bring back a harpy, he'll be
But-
like, "Great, it's a harpy."
Yeah, no, she
It's
wants
still
to
No,
kill
no, no.
the. She wants to actually
I
find
want
and
to
kill
kill
the
the big
harpy.
one
Oh, you wanna
and
go
then
straight
try
for
to
the big
make
one?
our
Yeah.
escape.
Okay.
But I'm just
Because we
saying,
can make our
it
escape up
screams.
the
Then all of a
ravine.
sudden we got 6 other harpies from all these other rooms on us.
It's true.
So we're gonna
Is
kill
there a way
6
we
harpies
can
one
see
by
them in
one.
here?
I didn't say anything about 6 harpies.
Right. So
He made up the
I made
number
up.
Well,
6.
you know what I mean.
made
Yeah,
up.
no, but he's made up the number 6.
Um.
I love it. This is one of those things where like So this is only my third time ever GMing. It's first time D&D GMing, and it's always fun to see people not do like what you think you're going to do, do stuff. And it's crazy. I was like, what? This is never what I would have never done.
I'm looking around for broken stone, rock, whatever, around something.
I'd say in the muck, this area is pretty padded down. You might be able to kind of pull a chunk out of it, of the matting and stuff.
Well, if I find some like cracked wall or anything like that, I'll clean it and then pull.
If you want to clean it and
out.
pull a chunk out, then I'll give you a chunk of rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to wedge it, like just sit at the bottom of the door. I'm just going to wedge it underneath the door
For the purpose of jamming the door.
Yeah, so it can't get out. Here, I'm just gonna.
Kind of want to roll you a dex for quietness.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
Like let's say.
No, let me
sleight of hand. Because that's like how steady your hands are and all that stuff.
Yeah, let's do that. Do you have sleight of hand?
No. But I'm just saying that's like a great skill.
What's higher, sleight of hand or dex? Let's do
it's the same thing.
All right, sleight of hand then.
So, like,
let's go.
the sleight of hand is based off of dex.
Cool, let's do it.
Does someone else want to do this?
What are you doing?
I want to lock this door.
I
so
have sleight of hand.
No, Geostellar, it's not. That's why we were talking about it.
So I'm going to hand it to him.
I'm still learning
He's
to be
got
a
a +4. What do you have to sleight of hand?
Where would I find that?
skills.
We're in a meta real quick.
Skills. +5.
So
You have
give
+5
it
to sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Or do you have sleight of hand?
I do.
Oh, so
Five.
+5.
Okay.
So either way,
Who's got inspiration?
she still has
I have
inspiration.
inspiration.
She still has your bardic
I don't have
inspiration.
inspiration.
So let her do it.
Because if you mess it up, we'll get another roll. So
You'll get your D6 added.
Yes.
Yeah.
11.
+5, 16.
16.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
you very quietly
beard
shove this door
shoves
in
this
as
door.
much as you can and think that the door is wedged in place. No movement or sound seems to come from the room.
Nice. Good idea, Wiley.
Interessante.
I mean, good idea. What's your name?
Argyle.
Argyle.
What's your name?
All we have to do
We've been
is
traveling
track
together
this
for many
thing
years, and I still don't know who the fuck you are.
Maybe you were the last person they picked up. Like, you've been doing this for 3 months. You're like, what kind of fucking circus is this? Like, we're fucking fighting harpies.
Now I'm going to go down to where it starts to enter on the left side.
Mhm.
I'm just going to shimmy down the wall until it starts opening up. I'm going to take Feck in my hand and like. So she's pointing that way.
He's like your fiber optic cable.
Yep, just
really.
hold it out. Look at
Feck
there.
can see that in about 5 or 6 feet is a door, but up against it are things that have been kind of laid there, pointing at it.
Blocking it.
Not really. It looks like it hasn't been done very well, but there's stuff up against it.
Now is it just pointing at the door, or is it laying against the door?
Against the door. Maybe 5 or 6 boards, like an old chair. There's some bones on the ground, stuff like that. It seems to have a little bit of stuff up against it.
Like just so the doors here and just lady. So.
It's kind of like I'd say, because everyone's kind of smart enough here, and you can all see in the dark, that sort of thing. It looks like a barricade, but it doesn't look like it's been like reinforced. It's not been hammered in or anything like that. It's just stuff laying against it.
And this door opens out.
The door would
to
open
this,
towards you, yes.
And it doesn't look like it's been open. It looks like this barricade.
Nothing in here looks like
seated.
it's been open in a while. I mean, the dirt on the floor and stuff like that looks pretty old and caked in. But I mean, upstairs when you open the door, they kind of went like they. Who
Yeah,
knows?
stuck
Who knows
for
how
so long.
often this is used or
Your
what?
illusion? We don't need to deal with this. Just get your illusion. We'll try to kill it.
They've seen it. I need to see it to make the illusion real.
We've already made it this far, and again, when they're rebuilding the bridge for us to go across, what happens if the
thing
mistress
attacks.
harpy
Gonna
just...
kill us.
All right.
Oops.
This door is barricaded. We'll come back to this in a second. I want us to check that other door on the right. If there's another harpy in there, let's jam it up as well. So, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Yep.
So go up to the final right-hand door and put
No lights coming in here. Okay.
her.
Feck goes underneath this again.
I make sure to clean her off and give her rose smells and
Yeah.
treats afterwards.
So as you put Feck in,
Feck.
excuse me. So as you put Feck underneath the door, this room seems.
Well, it's based off British money because a pound is $1 over there.
Yeah, they
So
have a
if you're in
penny.
for a penny, you're in for $1. So don't go half into something or don't go
Mm-hmm.
little in.
So
That's a
They do have pennies.
logical fallacy.
Oh yeah.
Didn't go a little late.
But still, they have pennies over there, 6 pence, pennies, all that, penny pound. Right.
So as you shove Feck underneath here, she's kind of greeted with an empty room. The windows have been boarded up long ago. They look like they've even had some, not masonry, but stuff has been shoved into them, pitch and things. This room is empty. You don't see out into there. Off to the right, looking in, is another door. Another door leads back to the harpy room. On the left, there's nothing. This room has no furniture in it. It has no carpet. It has no fireplace. It's empty completely.
So I'm gonna clean out and grab another chunk of stonework and dig it in there.
You guys have become adept at this, and there's nothing in there. So
there's nothing in there, so I wasn't being quiet on it.
Exactly. So you just kind of crunch it in.
Yes, because I don't want her coming. If she can't come out that door, to come through the other door and come out this door.
All right. Crunch it through.
So now there's a door at the end of this hall.
A door at the end of the hall, and then there's the door in the crevice that had this stuff laid against it.
So I'm gonna go and check the door at the end of the hallway. Yeah, that is true. We can just burn this place to the ground. But I want to check the door at the end of the hallway. Just lean up and listen to it. What's going on behind this door?
This door is pretty thick, and its creases are better. This looks like it's in a much nicer door. Leaning against it, you kind of hear, if you try really hard, wood.
It's wood.
It sounds like wood.
That wood sounds like wood.
Shh, what does it sound like? Like wood.
Well,
you don't get anything from this door. It
I have
seems
some bad news and I have some bad news. I don't think the harpy's in the door that's barricaded because nothing's come out of that and it's towards the interior. We probably have to go down another level or through this big door, which we can't hear or see through. But we should probably go check that other barricaded door.
don't look at me.
I'm just looking.
Yeah.
Keep looking over here like, I'm the GM, I can't tell you.
Remove. I mean, yeah, I'm okay with this plan.
You guys are going to go check the barricaded door?
So go back and check the barricaded door. So I'm not going to try to remove barricades.
You can. I'd say if you want to get your ear against it, you're going to have to move a couple of things a little bit.
I'm not going to do that yet. Is there a gap?
That's hard to tell with all that stuff in the way.
I'm going to let Feck go down there.
All right, Feck can crawl underneath there. And I would say that
Yes, the barricade is wood and chairs.
It's just junk, some bones, things like that. It looks like the dirt mounding has kind of gotten underneath it. She can dig a little bit, or he can dig a little bit. And I would say that this is more similar to the end door than it is the others. It's another big one. Yeah. It's more well built, and there's no way to kind of poke your face underneath it.
Bring her back and clean her off.
It's a him, right?
Yeah, it's either. We've gone back and forth. Like you called her a she, so I started calling a she. It's a bat. I don't know what
self-identifies as bat.
Like it's a bat.
Fine.
What does it require to remove?
And you can pick that stuff up and move it.
But is there a way to do it quietly? Is that
you're gonna have to take some time to do it, but since you haven't really alerted anything here, I think as long as you're quiet, it would take about half an hour.
All right. So, here's my thinking. The big harpy's not past this door. Obviously, it wouldn't be barricaded. Still, if the big harpy could come and go as it pleased. So something else was barricaded in this door by the former occupants of this fort wall. Now, do we want to investigate that and see if maybe we open that up and let it go after harpies? Or do we just go and take care of the harpy ourselves?
What do you think's going to take care of the harpy?
Whatever they barricaded this fort against and may not be able to fly, another creature that could best harpies.
What are we going to do with ourselves when we open this door and this?
Run up the stairs.
I say we just go take care of the harpy.
Alright.
I can't make the decision.
Yeah.
It's so weird being on this side and I'm like, I can't make this.
This is why I have an NPC.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to run an NPC. I think it's fun to let you guys figure it all out on your own.
It's not the best bet. I don't want to deal with whatever.
I'm also not opposed to that,
That is a great plan, if we can set fire to the entire place.
And then what, just wait, run out up top and wait for it?
It would be a good way to see the harpy mistress.
Let's do it.
But let's... Alright.
We just gotta get across this chasm. We just need the bridge. What are we doing here trying to save this town?
We're not trying to save this
These
town.
are
We're trying to get the bridge made.
This is good.
Let's do it.
Pretty
You
decent.
wanna do
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, I'll
that's
take
That's
another
it.
one actually for him.
The last one.
Is it the last
It
one?
is.
well, they're like a 4-pack, right?
I specifically.
It was actually 6.
Oh, was it?
Oh, there's 2 more.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, how did that happen?
Yeah, if you want another one, you
No. Thanks for letting me have
Haley,
this
can
one.
you grab
Okay.
me a beer while you're down there?
Giggity.
Alright, let's set this bitch aflame.
Make sure and
Well,
tap
hold
that.
on. Let's
It's the tieflings.
I don't know
Let's
if
not be
anyone-
hasty.
You want this?
Sure, I'll take that. He pulled it out. I don't think it needs to be pulled out.
Quit pulling it out.
So,
Wiley was whipping it out earlier, and then Gabe was pulling it out. What's going on?
stop whipping it out on cam. Let's head back down to the door at the end of the hallway.
Alright.
Um,
I mean, is that what you guys are doing?
yeah.
I'm the only
So
one
we're
who's
not gonna
curious
go-
about what's behind this.
I am super curious about all this as well, but he is right. All we need to do is get across this bridge. I
You could be
wanna-
curious, but it's not really like aligned
I can
with our
go get
purpose
the caravan
necessarily.
You guys deal with this. I'll go get the caravan.
They can't build a
You could help
bridge in a
us.
day.
But they need to know,
I
right?
came
I don't want
in.
to be here.
I said,
He's trying to dip out.
I'm curious.
Okay.
This is like if it's a beast or something. I'm like,
High
I
strong.
can talk to it.
On the other side of that door.
Yeah. Just say it. But no one else wants to try. I'm the one that's just like,
I know what I
I really
would have
think
done. I know what I would have done.
I really think that I wrote that door is for Robert because I was like, we must look at it.
Yeah. But I know what I would have done in a situation like this. So it makes me want to look what's behind that door because I think, you know, how I think.
I mean,
open the
do
door.
what you're gonna
What do we
do.
have to
I'm
leave?
just
No,
going
no,
right
no. We're going down to the
we're-
door at the end.
yeah, we're
We're going to the door at the end. I'm gonna try to clean this door as much as possible. Clean the hinges, clean around the baseline and everything because I don't want this thing to make noise when I open
Okay,
it.
that sounds
Clean,
good.
clean. And then, I mean, these are like they're not.
It's a double door. You can open one at a time if you
Yeah,
want. You
but they don't have handles. They have rings. There's pull push doors.
yeah, I think that would probably
Yeah.
be correct. It would
So
just be like,
whatever it is, I'm just gonna go and pull
this door opens in.
in. Okay, so push
Push it in. All right.
and just try to push it just so there's enough for me to stick feck in and look around.
Stick
Feck.
He's gonna feck it. Feck it.
So you stick feck in, and on the other side of the door is basically a kind of a half globe room.
Yeah.
So it's round
Amphitheater-ish.
top.
Yeah.
and littered from door all the way to the edge to where there's a door on the right, all the way back to the edge are bones, body parts, not body parts, but like bones, feathers,
Awful.
cart parts, sword handles, junk, stuff, things, and they kind of build into a center where you see a very large harpy with kind of slightly growing horns and yellowish eyes sitting on top of their hands on her thighs, looking right at Feck.
Feck.
Yeah, she's in
Feck.
there. Feck. Yeah,
We're
she's
fecked.
in there. She's big. She's really big. She has horns. I step back.
Wisdom saving throw.
let's fucking go. I'll take that natural one.
Oh,
Really? Oh, excellent. Keep going. Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you my inspiration.
Ah!
The one time that I'm like gung ho about anything, I was like natural one.
We all need.
We all need wisdom saving. She's about to sing.
11.
And she is singing 11. All right.
Wait,
Plus your
plus 3,
wisdom.
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure.
So 14.
14.
11.
20.
Natural?
No.
Oh,
17 plus 3.
unnatural 20.
You suck, bud.
What? Chapter?
I got 10.
10
Plus,
total?
You have wisdom bonus?
That's total.
That's my yeah.
That's everything. 10.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So,
You wasted my inspiration.
as we
Maybe-
did,
Wait. You have bardic inspiration.
Well, he has it too.
add 6 for your bardic
Go-
inspiration.
No, roll the d6 and add
Yeah.
it to these.
It doesn't matter. One will beat the DC 11
So
saving throw.
2.
Bonnie McPurry.
Bonnie.
And so that's just we're just doing our
Which
wisdom,
was
right?
10 plus 1.
Yeah,
So
so
just a
need
plus
it.
1.
hers
Need
is
it.
plus.
So,
Just plus
So it's
Plus
plus 1.
Yeah, she gets a 19.
Fuck.
Why did
Fuck the
we should have left this
Fuck
guy
your
at home.
harpies.
So as you hear this
Bonnie's
wonderful,
Do you
Honest
remember
bitch.
when, like, I ran my game at Thirsties and I put ghouls against you and I killed Robert?
yeah,
And he was so angry that I put ghouls against you. He's like, who the fuck put ghouls up against level 1 characters? It's exactly because of this. Because if, like, the harpy can neutralize the entire party.
Yeah.
Just like, if we all get a bad saving throw round, we're all dead. Ghouls are the same way with their paralyzation touch. Like, oh, one person fails and it just steamrolls. Tick, 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 tick.
I see
It's
that.
so good.
Yeah. Well, it's like the fall. Like the first gray ooze was scary. The second gray ooze, you guys just like bitch slapped it back into its tub. Like you never know.
Though we didn't have to climb down one by one.
That's true. So as you hear this wonderful tale of beauty and glory and
So good.
and anguish and sexual attraction, you kind of are more scared of it than you are attracted to it. You've all offenses, so it's not going to be able to do.
Horns. It's got we're
It's
calling
big.
yellow eyes.
And you can kind of hear a rustle of the bones inside of the room.
I've seen it. But I don't think it's gonna let us leave.
And then you hear a one big. You get some dust comes out of the door.
All right, we're gonna have to kill this thing. Go
Run.
get it, Beard.
Is it more than 20 feet away?
Hard pass.
It would be more than 20 feet away.
Cool.
It's more than 20 feet away.
It's more than 20 feet away.
Good.
Okay.
Bonnie gets
So
to go pounce.
I'm
I'd
gonna
say-
I'm gonna go
Well,
get
you
Beard.
know, what did I say the hallway was? So this was about 15 feet.
The
15
hallway?
feet. Yeah, the
hallway
no, so 15 was
is
30 feet.
30
or 30 feet. Yeah, so this was
Yeah.
right in the middle of 15. So, you know what? If Bonnie takes 2-3 steps back,
Yeah.
I mean, if this is a hallway, if you guys are gonna make your space and throw that door open,
Now she
Bonnie
also has
can
the
get it.
running leap, which is the 10-foot one. I don't know what that does for her, but
It just means that you can jump 25
Oh,
feet,
right.
but that's...
Okay.
So, what
so I'm gonna throw
are
open the
we
door.
gonna do? You're gonna throw
like,
open the
because
door.
I'm like, go get it,
All right.
and I see Bonnie like backing up, and I'm like, we just have to kill this thing. Let's do it. I open the door and back up to the wall.
Doing.
Kill it! So yeah, Bonnie pounces.
So you're gonna throw open the door and
Throw
Bonnie's
open
gonna
the
come
door.
out. All right.
Mhm.
So who's throwing open the door?
I'm throwing open
You're
the door.
throwing the door. All right. Anybody want to say anything before we move on, or we
Who
want to
else
see what
has
happens next?
anything?
It was nice knowing you guys.
You want to?
You guys have done so well.
You have a
at this point.
35-foot run. Like
I'm like, what
you
do
have
you
to
s-
start pounding
I
the
love
fuck
how
out of this thing.
What
terrified you
pessimist.
guys are.
I'm a
Like,
pessimist.
yeah, I was
You
like,
made
you-
it sound terrifying.
you
It is terrifying.
It's scary
It is
as shit.
absolutely
The
terrifying,
harpies
but
are
we gotta
terrifying.
Deal with it.
Because this is like a boss
You gonna-
harpy,
you
so
wanna
it's
run
gonna
up
be tougher,
to beat it
obviously,
up?
than the other harpies.
Let's do
Why
it.
would it be that way?
All right.
All right.
She's gonna run in with Bonnie. Her.
What?
Are you? I said, are you gonna
Can
run in and
I
beat her up?
ride Bonnie? in?
No, Bonnie McPurry would lose her movement
Her
bonus for her
movement
pounce
pounce.
for
No, I
that.
don't want to
Yeah.
run in with Bonnie.
Okay.
All right, so Bonnie McPurry's gonna run in. You guys are gonna kind of withhold until that happens.
Well, I'm opening the door. That's my action.
All right.
I'm chilling.
You gonna magic stone? Chilling.
Can I shoot a dart at
You're
it?
the fighter.
I'm scared.
Throw a dart at it. Do something.
All right, I'll go in with Bonnie.
Grow a beard or something. Jeez.
Yeah, grow a beard.
Grow a beard.
I'll fucking grow a beard. I'll go in with Bonnie.
Yeah.
All right. So as soon as you throw,
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm not moving close. That's for sure. I'm still hurt.
I'm a virgin.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
Because
learning.
what do you want to like? I'm throwing open this door. I said, "We're gonna go kill it. We're gonna go kill it," and
What
I
did you
throw
say?
open the door. What is your action?
He said
Is
we're-
it dark in there?
there's no light anywhere since you've been
Can't
down.
light.
We have dark.
The only
vision.
light
We
that
don't
you've
need
seen,
it.
yeah, the only light that you've seen so far was in that first room's door crack from the windows. You are so pitch black right now. There's nothing going on.
Yeah, we are
Time to pop
not
that
set up.
cherry.
We
They
are
said
not
I'm a
set up for
virgin
this.
monk.
Me and him are like, oh, we make you feel things. We can talk our way through things. Like we have nothing to do with these combat situations.
Before
You already expended your inspiration?
He did to pass the saving throw.
yeah, I did.
You
not
still have
a
yours?
natural one.
I
She
still
still
have
has
mine.
it.
He has one that he was trying
That's
to use.
that's bardic inspiration versus
Bardic
inspiration.
Okay.
But yeah, I expended my bardic inspiration.
I
I'll
did
give
not.
him another one.
All right, so inspiration to.
Before she runs with Bonnie.
Well, we haven't even thrown a door open yet. We haven't gotten there.
Yeah, we're still.
So before
declaring
she runs,
actions.
you're gonna try to do something before
Well, yeah.
Bonnie McPurry. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you
Declare my
was
action.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So what were you saying?
Sorry, this is so weird to me. This whole like declaration thing. It works when I'm on that side,
Yeah.
and on this side, I'm like, wait, what?
I want to say
I'm
instead
gonna
of,
like you're doing fine,
Thank
and
you.
I like we're just gonna run with it, but it's something we're gonna talk about a little bit more about how.
Yeah, no, totally.
Because I missed something with you about how.
Okay,
works.
that's fine. This is it's been interesting.
But no,
I like
it's great.
it's more fun than rolling the inspiration anyway.
Like
so.
instead of magic stones, is like we technically haven't opened the door, so like you can't see it or whatever. Like I'm just gonna give guidance to her.
Which does.
She can roll a d4 to add a number to an ability check of its choice.
Ability check, attack, roll, saving throw, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
So your first attack is going to have a d4 with the d20, and you add the two together, and then add your bonus.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me that again when the time happens.
Yep.
And you got a bardic inspiration. So
Okay.
your D20.
All right.
So
As
throw
soon
open
as,
the door.
as soon as the door is thrown open, the harpy's wings are completely open, and she screeches unimaginable horrors at your mind as she swings her wings. Saving throw for wisdom one more time.
Nope. 8.
Oh my god.
Should I
What'd you
use-
get?
Natural one.
Get out of here.
You have.
All right.
Nope, you use your inspiration, didn't
Yeah.
you?
All
I'm
right.
not playing any more games with him.
That's
in his
okay.
natural
He's
ones.
okay.
In his natural ones.
Dude, I'm notorious bad
Wait,
roller.
I'm just kidding.
wait, but so my guidance technically is on her.
She can. Oh, yep, she can roll
So,
a d4.
like-
Oh! Inspiration for Galen.
Oh, yeah. Get out of
Double
here.
natural
Geostellar.
ones.
Hey, Galen, roll yours. Geostellar gave you inspiration, so go ahead and roll it.
No, that's
That's what he just did. He rolled another.
You rolled another natural one?
Yes.
Excellent. I thought you rolled a natural one.
No.
Okay.
Oh
This is
my
excellent.
Sorry.
Geostellar, you normally do hell. This is terrible.
Oh my god.
All right, anyway.
Okay, so hold
I do
on.
have a regular
You
inspiration.
have.
but
So,
an 8.
your guidance is for the next. Like, ability check.
It's up to 1 minute.
What
but
does it
it's-
say? Does it just say ability check?
I know.
Yeah, ability check of its choice. Can roll the die before
And that's for everybody?
or after making
that's
the
just
ability
her.
check.
Oh, it's just her.
And then it
Okay.
ends.
So,
So you can use a d4 for your guidance right now on that check if you want to.
yeah, roll the d4 and add it to that saving throw.
Okay.
What did you roll, Kim?
An 8.
Okay, and you're adding 4 to it?
She's adding a d4.
So she
Okay.
Or I could use my inspiration
And roll.
Reroll.
It's up to you, however
so
you
let's
want
see
to do it.
let's see how the d4 lands.
and then I could still do that.
Yeah.
And then you can still do the inspiration.
3 plus 8, it's 11.
11.
That's what you need to beat the...
Yeah, so you're
I'll
good.
keep
So you
it.
still have your inspiration.
Okay.
So natural one twice. I got an 18.
18.
I can't
11.
even believe that, dude. He rolls a natural one twice, so that's the guy that's rolling a 2
The
right
first
now.
time, the first time I tested out D&D 5e, I was running a one-on-one
Wait,
with
but-
Robert, and he rolled. I gave
Bardic
him
inspiration.
disadvantage for poison, and he rolled double twink
It doesn't matter.
d20, double
Even the
20s
D6 you
on his
can't beat, a
attacks.
2 won't get you
I'm like,
above where you need to
What the
be.
fuck, man?
Bonnie McPurry. She can hear the scream as well.
Plus
No,
d20
it's-
plus 2
It's just wisdom plus 1.
plus 1.
So it's 4.
5.
Seriously? Excellent.
Oh man.
So...
Cowering in the corner right now.
So-
Evil
so here we go.
So you, her, are fine.
So the Harpy Mistress has learned another useful trick in her life, using music to instill fear and not just lure. She screams unimaginable horrors at your mind, whatever. So telling tales of horrors unimaginable. While frightened by this spell, you guys have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. While you can see it, you cannot willingly move towards
Toward
it.
Yep.
Galen runs back to the barricaded door and hides.
They don't have to run away. They can't move towards
2
it.
natural ones. He ran back and hit it just so he can come back in this next
Yeah,
turn.
yeah,
and
it's
just
like,
immediate fear.
Um,
I can make worse
Yep.
consequences, but I'm not gonna.
What's the continued saving throw for fear?
It would be the same as the wisdom
And it's
DC
every
11.
turn you
Yeah,
can
every
try to
11
get
you
over
can
it.
try
Alright.
again to get over the fear. So you failed.
You're
Bonnie,
running down the hallway.
Bonnie McPurry and you failed, right? You passed. That
No,
means
you passed, didn't you?
no, he got it.
son of
Like
a
a 4.
bitch.
So Bonnie McPurry's pounce is
Stopped.
eliminated because she cannot approach.
He can't. He
You
can
cannot
magic stone
approach.
still,
You can magic stone all you want.
and you're fine.
You can
running
run
in.
forward. You're already running in, right?
I'm running.
So I'd say that go for
Wait,
it.
is Bonnie running with me?
Nope.
Bonnie McPurry is scared of this thing now.
Yeah,
so
it stopped,
Twisties,
but
let's
you were
go.
running in.
so you're running in. I'd say it's a little surprised that you're not
I'm gonna take a
going
clue to it.
but it's looking pretty pissy that you came down here to get at it.
Should I do the flurry of blows?
I would say that's probably a pretty good time
So
to
do
do
your
that.
first attack. Flurry
It
and-
was like,
oh,
Yeah.
so sorry, Geostellar. She cannot do that. She is not that monk. She's a drunken master.
So she can disengage.
She can disengage for free after every attack. She does not have the ability to knock down or knock
Although
back.
disengaging is a pretty dope thing when you're
Yeah.
fighting something. So let's do this, Harpy Mistress in your
Well, yeah.
face.
Okay, so my first, and then
Your natural first attack, your regular first attack.
and then I'm gonna spend a key to make
two more
unarmed.
attacks.
So you're basically going to hit me 3.
No, she's not open hand monk. She is a drunken master. I made that mistake. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
19.
That hits.
And then I do damage.
It's worse things.
Now you roll damage for your
Double
first one.
Yeah.
Or if you want, you can roll all 3 hits and then we can do all the damage at once if you want to try to do that.
I'll just do it one.
Okay.
Then that. Okay. 6. Seven.
it's like 7 to hit.
Oh, and plus what?
Oh
No.
no, it's
That's 7. No, that's a total miss.
So I missed that one.
So then one more.
20.
Natural 20?
No.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you hit for sure.
Fuck. And then 6.
All right, good shot. Galen is terrified.
And then-
Wiley, you're opening the door, but you still can do what you want to do if you want to do anything.
Okay.
Also, to just so I clarify, like she disengages after.
She
doing all those
disengages
things?
afterwards.
Disengage. It's not super important. It's a
Yep.
harpy. It's gonna get
It's
right
gonna
back
come right-
on you. But yeah,
yeah. If Bonnie was up there, then it would have been
bad.
different.
Yeah, it would have been pack attack and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, it would have been all kinds of fun things. But
Okay.
yeah. All right.
So
It's still,
me,
like,
you said I can still do an action
close
after I open the door.
Oh, sorry. Before we do this, the
Did I
harpy.
get the Bardic Inspiration on the...
Bonnie.
Oh, I used
Or-
it.
I still
he
have
used
mine.
It.
I used it and I still failed.
Sorry, real
Okay.
quick. Once per turn, the Harpy Mistress has quick claws. She can do a retaliatory strike on a creature once per turn.
So it's gonna
As long as you've
strike
attacked
it
me.
back.
This. How about the disengaged? She's disengaged now, though. I can't use an
Oh, no.
reaction. So you have
Yeah.
eluded.
Bam! Nope.
So yes, that's great.
Finally, it comes in useful.
Super useful.
So-
Excellent. All right.
I can. So I throw open the door, but you saying I could?
I'm gonna say the door of throwing was a free action, and you got away from the fear. So let's go ahead and give you
So
one.
like I look at the cat stop, I look at him run away, and I go, "Oh, you want to get into our minds, do you? 2 of us can play that game." And I'm doing Phantasmal Force on this thing. I'm making a 10-foot Bonnie McPurry with black fur and red eyes, demonic flame shooting out of its mouth that only this harpy can see. It is only in her mind. Let me
So-
read you this spell.
Tell me the spell one more time. Sorry, real quick. Just so I can. I just want to look at it real quick.
You craft an illusion that takes root in the mind of a creature that you can see within range. The target must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, you create a phantasmal object, creature, or other visible phenomenon in no larger than a 10-foot cube, 10-foot cat.
Nice.
This thing will
Phantasmal
continue
one,
to hound her. It can damage her, and she has to spend an action. If she fails the initial saving throw, every turn she'd have to spend an action to try to get rid of it.
Gotcha.
So
You can damage
So
her?
where
Yes.
is it? Yeah, it's psychic damage.
it's in her mind, like
13,
psychosomatic hurting her.
Holy shit, illusion's a lot more powerful than I thought it would
This
be.
is a 2nd level spell, and it's like one of the only damaging illusion spells out
Hang on,
there.
real quick. I just gotta pull this out onto my
So,
desktop. Hang
yeah.
on real quick.
I just hope she doesn't pass her saving throw, but saving throws are notoriously hard. Like, I wish I was rolling to hit instead of having the GM roll a saving throw.
It's okay.
Sounds.
Ugh.
Let's go with
Oh,
11, 13 is what I needed.
13
right?
is what you
Fuck,
needed.
Dude, you got me.
Alright,
Stupid
so,
harpies, they're so stupid.
um,
So, let me
so
look
this
something.
thing, I just have this thing assaulting her. It's a 10-foot cat in, like, appears in the room out of hell, demonic. So I'm hoping she's gonna react to it like it's the biggest threat, but it's only gonna do
Yep.
D6 damage a turn, but she thinks it's real and it's attacking her.
Do I get to use the action every? I can use an action every
You
turn.
have to use an action. It's not a pat.
No,
it's
I
not
get
just,
that.
Yeah.
That's totally fine.
But you'd have to spend your entire action for that turn to try to disbelieve
get
it.
it.
Otherwise, you just
Nope.
you
Makes
just
sense.
act as if that thing is real to
Alright.
her.
I understand. All right, so we have
Takes 3 damage.
right now.
Yep.
Automatically.
Because it's first
Yeah.
attack.
I got you. Attack. So okay. So let's get some order in here. Kaylin definitely went first. Wiley next. You're afraid. Fine, so I'm gonna go ahead.
Magic stoning though.
You can do. Okay, so we'll give that one to you then. Dayton. We'll call the cat later. Harpy, Mistress.
Right. At least I'm going to pull a turn at it, or at best, it's going to be distracted and try to fight my phantasm, and it can't attack it. Like, it can't hurt it. So it'll spend turns attacking my phantasm and not doing anything.
All right.
Is what my hope is.
Kaylin, you are up.
Okay. So, alright.
Punch the fucker. Punch beard.
Punch
Beard slap.
Beard slap. Let's do it.
Now, does my beard slap count as, am I slapping and hitting?
Yes.
Yeah, you're
So
still
2
you.
times?
Always get a combo attack
Okay.
if you have that bonus action ready.
I got a 21.
Perfect.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, definitely hits.
And motherfucker, I got a 4.
That's all right. It's
4
the
total.
damage.
And then,
Second attack.
we're at 9.
That's your total hit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's misses.
Miss.
All right. Wiley, you're up.
Because my beard turns around and slaps me instead. Because it's fucker.
Barf. Excuse me.
It's gross.
No, it's
I am going to.
It's like Taylor was here.
So I'm going to do something crazy. I really want to just keep this thing on the ropes. So I'm going to use Silent Image, my first level illusion spell, to make another demonic lion on the other side of it. So it's seeing one in its own head that we don't see, but I'm making a second one that everyone can see. That doesn't really matter. I mean, they can kind of see what I'm doing, and I say that. So now I want to make 2 demonic lions attacking this thing, so it's just completely convoluted and crazy about what it needs to attack and what it's going against.
Sounds good.
So let me make sure. Let me look at Silent Image real quick. There. Create an image object creature of some other visible phenomenon no larger than 15 foot cube. The image appears in the spot. You can use your action to cause the image to move.
So you're
do all
making
that
it
stuff.
attack her right
Yeah,
next to
so
it.
I'm like, there's another one like appears and is like moving up.
Gotcha.
It can't do damage.
I know.
but now
I
she
actually
is-
read it. I'm getting good at back and forth. And yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. All right.
So now I'm just trying to keep it away from my phantasm, distract it, and keep it away
Perfect.
from my
All right.
friends.
Do I have to say DC?
No, there's no saving throw against this.
Well, we're friends.
Well, not you. You're down the hallway.
All right.
If it tries to examine it, then it gets a thing, but I can't actually damage or
That's
anything.
fine. Yeah.
I'm just trying to
I read it. Yeah.
make it react to other things.
Perfect. All right. Dayton, you can go.
So
Come on, cake. Who doesn't like cake?
Magic stone. Let's throw roll 7.
That's not gonna work.
fucking suck butt.
All right. Harpy Mistress is concerned by large cats suddenly. So with a scream, she claws at the big one, which eludes her grasp, and then clubs at the new smaller one that just appeared, and her club easily goes through it.
Okay.
No, that's weird.
So now she's starting to think.
I just picture a heartbeat. Like, that's weird.
Oh,
So Phantasmal Force.
oh yeah.
Oh
'cause
shit! Hold on. I
That's what-
couldn't have done that.
couldn't have done. Oh, it's concentration.
It's concentration.
We'll back up.
So
then. That's okay.
we'll back up. I'll just
We'll
catapult.
just move you. Catapult.
I'll catapult.
Perfect,
Matter.
that's fine.
So dexterity saving throw. Quick.
Get the fuck out of here with my natural one.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
3d8.
Stupid.
Apparently that's going around today.
8.
Gotta keep
6,
the natural
14. 18.
18.
Send one piece of her nest at her. Let me look at real quick.
Them tally marks.
I love tallying. I love the damage tallies.
Mm-hmm.
Also, for those of us that are now like in fear of
So
her.
now on my turn, my
Oh,
phantasm.
you know what? So we skipped that part of the turn, so we'll do that in a second here. So
Sorry. On my turn, I do the catapult, and my phantasm damages again.
yes.
1.
Okay, perfect.
So now,
My natural
when
one though.
she goes, she attacks just the phantasm and can clip something else.
Perfect. So I'd say with damage for the natural one for me. I'd say with the natural one, she's freaking out about it and drops her club. So now it's just a dual claw attack, which is pretty similar. It'll just be. Oh, it's even better. Why would you have a club?
Right?
We'll say the next turn she only gets 1 attack instead of 2. So you need to roll. Always your turn. Roll a Wisdom saving throw to see if you can be unfeared.
Obviously, Bonnie would do the same
Bonnie
thing.
would do the same thing. It's not her turn yet, though.
Or her turn is his.
Her turn is next.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've separated
Yep,
them at this
that's
point
fine.
because they were
Because she's-
running at different times and
yeah.
things. Yeah.
What the fuck?
What you got there?
8.
8.
Oh,
That would not
so
work.
one.
Yeah, so you are still afraid. You
I'm so
cannot.
scared as shit.
That's fine. Now it's Bonnie McPurry's turn.
Should she do this wisdom saving throw
She would
first?
should do that first.
Wait, you're still feared?
I'm so feared, yeah.
Bonnie, however, rolled a natural 20, so she's feeling great.
And now
is that?
she's further back than ever, and she can pounce.
Yeah. So now Bonnie has backed up enough for her pounce. Natural 20. I'll add. You can add an advantage. Yeah,
Because she's
for sure.
Well, she has pack tactics, and it's fighting a phantasmal lion anyway.
They have to be within 5 feet. No
The
one's
phantasm is.
Oh, that's right. Pack tactic.
Yep.
So
So
roll.
it attacks with
You have
advantage.
to roll with anything with this?
Well, pounce is based on a strength saving throw from.
All right.
Okay. You know what?
the enemy,
Let's give
so-
Bonnie McPurry inspiration then.
Nice.
She can use it next time.
Okay.
There you go. All right. So
Strength saving.
strength saving
I have to beat a
throw.
13.
A 9 will not do that.
So
So technically, it says it hits with a claw attack,
okay.
and then if they don't do the saving throw, they're knocked prone.
So do the claw damage, which is D6, I believe,
Yeah,
It's not the
1d6
D8.
plus 3,
and
so 5.
if you look over my pile there, Mitch,
Sure.
there's the GM screen. 3 down. 1, 2, 3. If you unfold that, it'll give you conditions, and it'll show you what prone does.
Excuse me.
I love that dragon.
Suffocating. Look at that.
It should have all the little pictures.
And I'm looking for. Sorry, one more time.
Prone.
Prone. There it is. That's
And it-
exhaustion.
And then if it is prone, it can do a bite as a bonus action.
On the same action? Okay, so now it gets the other attack. Does it not have prone on the statuses?
No, it's right here.
Okay. So that's
Disadvantage
what.
on attack rolls. My only movement option is to crawl unless it stands up.
Or stand up.
An attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage.
So,
But at this point,
Bite
like, I'm
with
already
advantage.
biting, like it just because.
oh, does it say you get to attack, or does it say you automatically hit?
Alright, if the lion, if it does a pounce, hits it with a claw attack on the same turn, that target must succeed on a strength saving throw, which it
Uh-huh.
didn't, or be knocked prone. If the target is prone, the
Mhm.
lion can make one bite attack against it as a bonus action.
So, bonus action now to roll to hit it.
I still have to roll to hit it.
You still have to roll to hit it, and it's with advantage because it's prone.
I can't see what the dark one says.
Oh, an 18 plus 7 is probably going to hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a D8 plus 3. You Snapchatting this?
Just mention his dragon book.
Sounds cool. I love that dragon.
Nice.
It's my
Cool.
favorite.
Pretty good
Nice.
photo. There's a lot going on.
There we
Oh,
go.
wait. No, you did roll. He did roll both dice. Yeah, he did roll both dice. You did roll both dice. Yep.
All right. That was Bonnie McPurry's turn. Good job. Galen, you're up. Wisdom saving throw for fear.
Get out of here.
Because now you've run away. You can't even advance.
8.
So you remain where you are. You can look out and see her. If you can do anything from a distance, you can do it, but you cannot advance from your position.
What's your stats?
Stats?
Should have had this out the whole time.
What was it?
That's only magic. that ability isn't considered magic, is it?
I believe that
Fear?
fear is. You know what? I wrote an abbreviated version of it.
I don't think it is. I think it's just natural, but
So am I still cowering?
you're still cowering. But you could take action. You just can't move
It's
forward. You're just at the hallway
yes,
as well.
that's what I'm saying. You can do whatever you want. You just
How
cannot-
far am I?
You are about
20 feet back.
about 25 feet at this point. Yeah.
Because that's how far you can
Work
move.
it.
Is anybody hurt?
Who's hurt?
I think.
Anyone hurt?
Yeah, you're still a little.
I'm still hurt and Bonnie's still hurt.
I'm chilling.
I'll do a healing word on.
Stout cake.
I
Yeah.
mean, sure. What about it?
5.
5.
I had 5.
Perfect. That gives me exactly my max HP.
He's back at the end of the hallway,
Nice.
strumming on his lute, healing us.
God, please!
Please kill it! Please kill it!
It's so fucking scary.
Oh,
All right,
man.
so we're back to the top. Kaylin, you are
Not
up.
useless.
All right. Hit it with the club.
You want, how much key do you have left?
3.
Yeah,
You have all your
Let's
key
do-
left? Yeah.
Wait.
you used one already for flurry
1,
of
2.
blows.
2 key.
So 2 key.
Yeah, you still.
I do another flurry of
Yeah,
blows.
right.
on this
Get in
one.
there.
I'm gonna do a flurry of blows.
Why is your phone yellow?
It's the nighttime
Nighttime
mode.
mode, yeah.
So
It's
you're
a-
tripping.
it's
I don't know
an
what
eye-
you're talking
So
about.
with
Yeah.
iPhone.
Well,
has-
look at this. Look at how clear.
Yours
ours
turns
are.
yellow at night.
Oh.
You have
Yeah.
it set for
Also,
a time.
mine's like that all day because I'm super light sensitive, so I can't.
Yeah.
So the reason they do that for nighttime is that blue light is considered something that keeps you awake.
Mhm.
So if your phone reduces, it starts getting you ready for bed. And less blue light
Yeah, but
is
shouldn't
happening.
it go red instead of yellow?
No one wants to look at a red phone. That's kind of
Mine
creepy.
doesn't too.
I don't want to look at a yellow phone.
Well, then don't set yours.
I don't set. I can't stand looking at that
Doing
either.
that.
Man, you
Ooh,
did
natural
so
20.
good tonight.
Natural 20
Natural
for
20.
now you
Nice. Roll some damage for that sucker.
2d4.
So that's
5.
roll another D.
And then
Oh, did
Yeah, another
Bonnie
D4.
did Bonnie knock the thing prone?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fucking yeah, you're gonna have some fun.
So
with this.
roll another d4 and add it to the 5.
So 5
Yeah.
plus.
So you hit a
3.
7, 8 damage. So when you roll a 20, you critical, and you double all the dice you roll. So you'd roll 2d4 and add the 3.
Okay. And then again,
Again.
18.
And you have advantage, so roll 2 times.
You
Just
might-
to
might
see if
get a
you have a
double,
crit.
you
You might get a
natural
crit.
20,
Okay.
Stick with 18.
Stick with the 18. You roll 2 twice, take the better.
7.
Damn. Full damage,
And one more
7.
time.
Turn with the
And-
same advantage.
Again with advantage.
Still, so roll it again.
The higher
13.
one.
13.
13 hits.
13 damage? Oh, sorry.
13
13 hits.
hits.
Okay.
Plus
No, 13
6.
does not
13
hit.
does not hit.
Oh no, okay.
13 does
Was
not
that the highest of the 2?
That was the highest, yeah.
Yeah, so it does not hit. So that's you've dealt all the damage you're going to be
I've
doing.
dealt all the
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Monk doing
So-
work. That was 3 fisting. That was fist, weird fist.
Triple fist.
Kaylin,
There's a
inventor
hole
of the
big
triple
enough.
fist. So as you
It's
beat,
the, I'm sorry, you can't say that because Chuck Norris, under Chuck Norris's
oh, that's right,
beard,
is another fist.
is just
That's
another
right.
fist.
You know,
No,
my
he
favorite
was
one was
born in a log cabin he built with his own hands.
Chuck Norris doesn't tell time; he decides what time it
Time.
is. All right, so after
What are we,
pounding
the
this
fucking
thing,
barons over here?
When Chuck Norris, I know, when Chuck Norris sleeps with a man, it's not because he's gay. It's just because he's run out of women.
What did I do to this harpy? Please tell me. I want to know.
as you pound this harpy into the ground, it lets out a weird. And you hear down the hallway that door open.
Wait, we blocked him.
Oh, you blocked it! Damn it! You hear it rattle.
Ah!
You sons
Yes!
of bitches!
I told you
sons
guys!
of bitches!
I told
You
you!
sons of bitches! I already forgot about that. It's fucking.
And you're down there. You're sitting there playing healing music, and the door right next to you is like.
These stupid circus performers. All right, it's Wiley. It's your turn.
Okay, catapult.
Yeah. I'm laying on the ground, so let's do
Oh
it.
no shit!
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that then, because Oh no, it's a saving throw. It's not a two hit, so I don't have disadvantage. Sweet. It has disadvantage on its saving throw because it's a prone. Dex saving throw. Disadvantage.
Whoa. I'm assuming that it's 17 dodges.
What?
That's
You
a-
son of a bitch. Yeah.
It's rolling around.
I'm
He's
like
pissed
trying to
off.
hit it
Roll
like
right now.
I got a +2. I rolled a 15.
twice.
No, it was a 16 first and 15 on my disadvantage,
Yeah.
+2, so
Yeah.
17.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. One for
Alright,
me.
I'm not wasting my spell.
Alright. Dayton.
Like actual me.
Cake, sorry. Cake.
Cake.
I keep forgetting you have 2 characters. I'm like, Dayton.
So do I get to do a wisdom saving throw
Yes.
again?
You need
Yes. Just get it better than 11. Come on, man.
Anything.
How about a 14?
14 will do it. You are no longer afraid of this harpy.
And
nor
you're
will
still
you-
going to magic stone, aren't you?
Nor will you ever be again. You can progress normally.
Yes, I am so good at magic stone.
I mean, for 17?
I think 17 might hit it.
I think that hits it.
Yo.
I think you hit.
It's prone. You get advantage. You can roll again.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah. No, he does not.
No.
He gets disadvantage for ranged attacks.
Mm.
Well then, I did roll it, so that's a 16.
Still
Yeah.
hits. Yep.
So again, like if you're punching someone on the ground, punching someone or stabbing someone,
Yeah.
advantage.
Ranged
But
attacks
if
on
you
laying
get
on the
like,
ground
because
makes
that's
sense.
why you go prone to fight ranged in modern combat.
6 damage.
Good job, guys.
Is it dead yet?
Please
Is it
die.
dead yet? Is
No,
it
it's not dead yet.
Yeah.
There's 2 more harpies that are about to fucking come in on this.
No way.
I
They're
told
stuck.
you.
They're
They're
trapped.
stuck,
They're trapped.
but that's just a rock.
We
That's-
should set them on fire while we're killing this monk. You should.
He doesn't really do a lot.
Yeah, but like let him do something. Like light a
Call
fire
him
under
out.
their asses.
that should be inspiration
Was
for
it?
that
I
burn.
didn't hear what you said. That was
He
maybe-
doesn't do much.
He doesn't do
Oh.
much.
He's
No,
like, he's
that's
in the fire. It's like,
That's funny.
I don't-
All right.
Is that something we could
I
do?
don't set things on fire. That's your job.
I don't.
You're the only one not fighting. Do something.
I do have prestidigitation, which can light fires, but
Well, for me, I'm healing people.
All right.
he
So
did
it's the harpy mistress's turn.
Right.
She's going to make.
Also,
Stand
how
up.
inspirational
Oh.
in you guys.
You're right. I'm so
No.
sorry.
Go.
I'm going home. You guys deal with this fucking.
I'm out of here.
So the harpy mistress, as she tries to pull herself up, well, she's not gonna pull herself up, but she makes kind of a weird, different chirping sound, and the door that's being kind of rattled immediately stops rattling. She's gonna stand up, obviously, as her movement.
That's her action.
That's her action. That's her movement. A prone creature's
Oh,
only movement
Only moment can be
is to
stand.
stand up or crawl, and that ends the condition. I'm no longer prone.
Yep.
And I'm going to assess this large thing. How does that
Intelligence
work?
saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw?
If she's taking the action to
Yeah,
deal with
that's
it.
the whole action is going to be fuck that thing. Hey, you stupid harpy. Ha ha ha. 17?
Yeah. So the phantasm ends.
Ugh.
Fuck.
It's hard playing against 4 other people.
The action economy. The people
I
with
know,
more
right?
actions
It's
wins.
true. All right, so that is the harpy's turn. It is Bonnie McPurry saving throw for fear. She's not feared anymore. I
She's
forgot
not
about
feared
that.
anymore.
Yeah, okay,
She
Bonnie
She's just
McPurry.
tearing away.
Let's do it.
And the monk is there, so pack tactics take an effect.
Well, both are 18s. That's nice.
Yeah. Wow.
Please.
I'm presuming.
How come we can't roll
An
like this when we
18
play like a
plus
regular
7 is
D&D
gonna hit.
game?
We're rolling a lot of ones too.
It's true. It's true.
Ones
All right,
too.
so
Presuming that's a hit.
what's a hit? 18?
18
that's,
plus
that's pretty
7
good.
is-
Yeah. The 18 plus 7. Shut up. It's a hit.
Shut up.
We're only doing 5 damage.
That's all right. All right.
Oh no,
Galen-
sorry. I did mess up.
Oh, you didn't roll your.
I didn't roll my phantasm damage when I catapulted.
Go ahead and do the
It was
phantasm
4.
damage. It was 4. Okay, cool.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm like,
That's
I
totally
thought
fine.
I skipped.
Galen.
Are
Wisdom
you
saving
unfeared
throw?
yet?
4. 5.
Nope. he
That's
is
not
still not unfeared.
That's scary, man. I understand.
Yeah, it's weird,
But the
dude.
door actually was not rattling anymore. So
Alright, but I can still cast spells.
You
Yep.
can, absolutely.
you just can't move forward.
So we've got other harpies coming in.
There's no movement in the hallway anymore.
Yeah, the door stopped rattling, right?
Alright.
Yes.
Bonnie, I'll heal that bitch.
What's a cat? I don't think they go by bitch.
No, that's true.
It's pussy.
Yeah, heal that pussy.
Female
Ooh.
cat
I'm gonna
designation.
Healed a pussy. You know what? Maybe cats might actually be bitches too. I don't know. I'll look that up. We'll look that up later. Because we're running out of time, and I want you guys to.
4,
have some-
5, 6, 7. 7.
Cool. I'll take 4 of that to get her to max health.
All right. Kaylin.
Kaylin,
I'm gonna do
to the
another
stage.
flurry of
Kaylin.
blows. Maybe I can.
Last time. Yeah.
Last
do
time.
Last key spin.
So, yeah. Attack. No advantage or anything on this cool stuff.
Fine.
Kaylin's just pissing his pants trying to help.
9.
No, that is not enough to hit.
9 total.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's your total? Yeah.
Hey,
that
I
doesn't
am
hit.
helping.
He's healing and stuff.
Jackass.
He's actually still healing. Yeah, so 9 does not hit, no.
She has to
do I
succeed
have
on the
the-
first one
But,
to get the other
that's a
2.
good question.
Do I feel like that
Sorry.
happened?
Well, I still
Wait a
have
little while to
inspiration.
read
Can I use
that.
that to reroll?
If you still have inspiration, you can definitely reroll.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
How did you get inspiration again?
Are you
I've had it. I never used it.
Damn, you use your
Okay,
stupid
yeah,
good rolls.
so
Yeah,
roll
just
the second.
re-roll that.
Holding on.
Roll.
Cool. 13.
13?
I'm helping. What are you doing?
So if I miss my first one, I can't do my
I don't know. We're
second.
checking that.
Immediately
Right
after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed
now.
damage.
That would make sense. So
So
even
you don't have to hit.
yeah, you
So
missed
now
it.
you can
Still
spend your
missed it.
key
You
and make
missed
2
the
more
first
attacks.
one.
21.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits.
4.
And last time. Attack.
22.
22.
Now, 22, yeah, that hits.
5.
5 damage.
Now, just for the sake of tactics, I want to say that you should not disengage.
Not disengaging.
Because Bonnie McPurry needs
Attack. Yeah.
another person next to that thing to get pack tactics.
Well, she didn't disengage last turn either.
Correct. But that was because she was prone. Like the harpy was prone. Now it's up.
Oh no, it's getting
Like-
getting beat up pretty fucking bad.
Right. So like she like right now could disengage and not be a target. But if you want to get like you can help yourself or you can help Bonnie. Is like the choices. If you disengage, it has to stay next to Bonnie or get an attack of opportunity from her if it goes after you.
You're good.
But if you stay,
That was all your attacks.
That's all my attacks.
Yes, it's
and are you staying?
I'm staying.
all right. So the other door that's in this room pops open.
Bloodied. That's a 4th edition
Yeah,
term,
right.
and it's so good.
Oh yeah,
I loved it.
I don't. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought.
So
I thought you were just
bloodied,
asking like.
bloodied is if you're at 50% health. In 4th edition, that was called bloodied, and all of a sudden, all new abilities would open up to you because you're at half health, and you're like bam, 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 bam.
Oh, that's kind of like what you're saying with that
The Drake.
the upgrade. No, the what?
Oh yeah, the
phasing.
second health bar. Yeah,
Phasing.
phases.
Yeah, phasing.
So like the Drake has at half health it goes frenzy, and that's a thing. But they don't use the term bloodied in the new edition.
Gotcha.
Bloodied is half hit points. That used to be for characters. Like as a fighter, if you got bloodied, all of a sudden there's all new abilities or all new additions on your abilities. Like if you're bloodied, this attack does way more damage. This, that, blah, blah, blah. It was pretty cool. 4th edition was pretty cool.
Right on. So as Kaylin finishes up her beating, the door opens up that's inside the nest with you, and you see you see 5 oozes. No, you see a harpy burst in and open her mouth. Wisdom saving throws.
Here we go again, boys.
I didn't go to the next door.
That room.
I'm scared.
If you remember when you looked out the thing, the next room had
What is that?
Is it,
the windows are boarded up. They
Right.
don't use those 2
18.
rooms.
Okay, good.
That was
But it has to go through that room before it gets to the
or it
last
can
room.
fly out the window at 40
son
feet.
of a bitch.
Single move.
Because we blocked the other door.
You did.
Nice.
That's what's up.
nice.
What's that?
I rolled a natural 20.
Perfect. Bonnie McPurry.
Fuck.
Does anyone
I
have
mean, that was
inspiration
Bonnie's
for
roll.
me?
I rolled a 19.
That's good.
6.
6. Ooh.
7.
No one has inspiration?
7. Excellent.
No one has inspiration for us?
All right.
Do you
Hey,
still
Gio.
those?
Hey, Gio.
Geo spent his on Galen.
Yeah, we're
bitch,
open another
yeah.
one.
All right, so what is it? 2 of your. How about Bonnie McCurry?
Didn't
got a
you give him
three.
another
3?
one?
Excellent. What's up?
You gave him another one for that. After he
Ye-
spent it, you gave it to him for.
Yep.
Oh, I did.
Thing.
So
You do have inspiration.
So I gave you one more. Sorry, Galen, or sorry, Geostellar, Wiley, Kalen, and Bonnie McCurry could use some inspiration right now. You pick what you think's going to help us the most, or help them the most. Wiley says not.
Yeah, pick her. No, you had another one. You got another one after it.
There's a lot of crosstalk. Everyone's telling me I gave you another one, so you got another one. The monk. All right. So reroll. Got to beat an 11.
It's gonna be so bad. No, it's gonna be so good. 11.
That's it.
Bam.
You're not charmed. All right.
Okay.
So Wiley,
you.
you are loving what you're hearing, and you are walking
The
right
most
into that
beautiful
room.
woman in the
You're
world.
walking right into that room towards the new harpy. Dayton,
And
you can't believe
Bonnie.
how pretty that is. It's such a
No,
beautiful.
no, not him.
Bonnie McCurry.
Yeah.
Oh, Bonnie got.
I
Not
was like,
you.
I rolled a natural
sorry.
20 on the
Never
mind
mind.
check.
It's your turn.
Natural 20.
Oh, natural 20. Shit. You know what?
Bonnie's fine.
Yeah.
I should be able to talk.
No,
Yeah.
I'll spend a
talk
spell slot of it.
No, that's
counts.
actually a really good explanation. I like that.
So
That's perfect.
I'm the only one charmed this time.
All right. So it's your turn, Dayton. There's a harpy in this room with the harpy mistress as well. Kaylin is currently fighting it. The other harpy is singing to Wiley. Just Wiley for some reason.
I'm okay with it.
You're a tiefling, you're so pretty. She's like, look at these titties.
Tiefling harpy mix. What's that race?
Right. Oh, I don't know. Ooh.
What?
Oh, it's harpy mistress. A little bit of horn right there.
Yeah.
Yellow eyes.
What happens when a tiefling fucks a harpy? What comes out? Tiefling
Alright.
mistress. Or a harpy mistress.
It would help. We don't need it anymore, except only one of us got.
I've been thinking of something for a while, and I don't know if it would help, but I was going to make illusionary sounds constantly to try to go over their music. But I've always had a concentration spell up, so I haven't been doing it.
You're up.
I know. Let me see here.
It's bubbles, huh? Bubbly.
They foam me like.
Mhm.
It's super
them.
bubbly.
These are really tasty.
I'm
though.
just gonna go buy a 6-pack
They're
and lay by
Taylor's
the
gonna come
pool.
home and be like asleep on the couch with a bunch of Truly cans laying around me.
I'm true.
Have you
This
had
is
the-
like
have you had the
vodka
white-
soda.
Have you had the White Claws?
I hear they're popular. I've never
I don't
tried
like
one.
them. Taylor bought a bunch of them, and I was like, oh,
Do they taste like that?
no. I mean, they taste like this if you added some dirt.
I'm guessing this harpy where it came in the door is not like close to the like big harpy, right?
The whole room is about 30 feet around. Harpy Mistress is kind of being beat up in the middle of it.
So 15.
So it's about 15 feet off, yeah. So you're about 15 feet from it.
Well, you're still at the door, right?
Even at
you're
the
at the
door,
front door.
what's your movement?
I mean, no, you got
I
it.
can move fast, but like I'm just
You can get into here the room with the monk if you want. With
I don't think he
Scrub.
wants to do that.
I don't want to. I'm just gonna throw another magic stone
All right. At the
At
mistress,
at the new harpy.
new harpy. All right,
Try to shut her up. Put it right in her mouth.
So
Oh.
19.
19 definitely hits the harpy.
We'll hit it for 6.
Real quick, sorry.
I thought I was using ice knife if they were both close enough, because then I could hit them
Blast, yeah.
both. But if they're far
Let me
away,
just make
it's
sure I
kind
know
of
what's on here.
pointless.
Harpy was. Da-da-da-da. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm using Google Docs, so I have to make sure I know what I'm doing here, so I can skip back and forth.
Yar.
Yarr.
Yar.
What the hell?
Hey. The
Lo
microphone
siento.
hears all,
Lo siento.
especially taps and thumps on the table.
Lo
Like this?
siento.
Or you slamming that down.
All right. Okay.
Keep my hands to
Sorry about that.
Nah.
Just a little bit of research there. 4 you said, right?
4.
All right. It is Harpy Mistress's turn.
Some bitch.
The Harpy Mistress disengages from the monk and uses her movement to fly up against the door and right out it a little bit. Right to the edge of the door, I'd say.
Towards Galen.
Wait, which door?
The door that the other harpy came in. So now she's behind the other harpy, back to the door that's open,
Yep.
that leads outside. So light's in here now. Sorry, I should have said that. And the harpy came out. Clearly, this is leading out to the ravine. There's light in here now. It's bright. It's more gruesome in the light than you would think it is. It's dirty in here. At least you get a breath of fresh air.
So this BB running.
Yeah, this BB running. That's what you do. That's what animals do.
All right.
Drake did it
Bonnie
twice.
McPurry. Bonnie McPurry.
How far did it move?
To the door, about 15 feet.
Strategic.
Yeah.
Strategic.
No. But it moved 15 feet. Which side was Bonnie McPurry on?
It doesn't matter. Bonnie McPurry was engaged with it, so it's 15 feet away now. She was biting it. Her last attack was to bite.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can she back up and come towards it?
What's up?
She back up?
No, she can.
Her movement would be
Movement is different, so she
can
can
do
move
that.
5
she
foot.
she can run back and then run
5
forward.
foot
Sure. Yeah, you
movement
can pounce
back
if you
and
want.
then pounce for her action.
To pounce on the mistress.
It's all you.
Let's go for it.
Now hold on.
Well,
so
it's
she's,
behind. I'll give it disadvantage to pounce.
no.
Hang on. I'm learning some GM stuff.
The other harpy will get an attack of opportunity on Bonnie as it goes by.
Perfect.
Shit.
So you
What's Bonnie
either,
McPurry's hit
pounce
points
on the new harpy,
I mean,
Like 90.
you either pounce on the new harpy or take that attack.
Sacrifice Bonnie.
I say you take that attack.
It's a hard thing to do, but this harpy is trying to get away from you.
I know. I
Don't
feel
let that thing away. And
I
I
feel
feel
like we can't let
Bonnie
it get away.
Yeah.
Well, also you can't sacrifice your lion because that's part of the show. and
That
it'd be out of
harpy
the
can't
circus.
kill it in one shot. Fuck, go for it.
Also, I mean, let's just. To be fair, I've already engaged the new harpy. Bonnie's
To be
acting
fair.
on her own. I think she would go after the thing that she was just.
You decide what you want to do with harpy. You don't have to explain it at all.
She's gonna try to pounce the mistress.
Mistress, okay.
So
Pouncing for mistress.
attack of opportunity.
Let's
Also
do
a
that
good
real
name
quick.
for an album.
Well, doesn't the
Attack of opportunity.
does the
Pounce the
pounce
mistress.
need
Pounce
to happen?
Ooh,
first or
inspiration.
no?
Sounds
Nice.
like Albert. Pounce the mistress.
Album name.
Pounce the mistress.
Pounce the mistress.
That's good. All right.
So she's pouncing.
Oh, so she doesn't no
She's-
matter what.
She's doing it. She's in motion, and the harpy gets the attack of opportunity on her.
Got it.
Sorry. Oh, 10.
That doesn't hit. Okay, so roll to hit.
Opportunity doesn't mean I get like a bonus or anything?
No.
Damn.
Opportunity just means you get the attack.
Perfect. All right, cool.
So
She swipes as Bonnie
she
McPurry
jumps
jumps.
by. I can see this in movie time.
Yeah.
Like it's like, and the other harpy's like,
Well, it kind of looks like the.
So no matter what, the claw attack is gonna. I have to roll.
You have to roll
claw
the hit.
attack.
and if it hits, knock prone, and you get to bite attack after.
Well, but they have a strength saving throw.
Yes.
to knock
And
it
if
out.
they don't get knocked prone, then
Okay.
you don't get the bite.
So I'm presuming a 26 will hit.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Strength saving throw, and you're taking damage.
B13.
4.
Okay. Do the damage for the claw first.
Okay.
We'll just stop there.
Is it dead?
There's literally nothing I can do to survive this. Bonnie McPurry pounces on the harpy mistress's neck, tearing it to pieces. The other harpy seems scared, but she's still in the room. You've blocked her exit from the door with Bonnie
Because now
McPurry.
Bonnie's on the other side
Bonnie's
of
on the
it,
other side of the door, so now you have a really mad harpy in this room.
and
with
I'm
you.
just gingerly
And he's
walking
coming
towards
at
her.
me, so let's do it.
All
Bonnie
right.
McPurry's turn is up. We'll give it to Bonnie McPurry, so it's now Galen's turn. Galen, you feel a sudden rush of calm come over you.
He also has a very limited view of what's going on. Because he's in the
Dagger
hallway.
class.
This is what he's
You
doing.
can't
right
see
now.
it.
Yeah, now we're. You have to say,
But
now
you have to move. You can't move up and do that.
you can make it to the door and
But
then do that dagger cloud if
You
you
would
want.
You would put it between Bonnie and everyone else on the.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do dagger cloud.
Yeah.
So
Galen's doing this.
I go in.
What?
The music and
He's
the
playing, he's just playing music.
He's just.
You're running in. You
So
can,
you run in and you
In
can
the back.
attack.
you can throw something. You're close enough now with nothing going on. I'd say you can get a melee attack in there if you want, or a ranged attack.
Oh yeah, I'm melee.
Rapier.
Rape. Sorry.
What was that? Okay, 9. Still probably hits.
What did you roll?
14.
Yeah, it's
You're proficient at 9. Oh, yeah, no. 14.
I forgot about number of attacks.
Yeah. What do I do with you?
Like, you guys fucking
Again,
beat the shit out of that thing.
The action economy.
Yeah, I didn't take that into account. I should have. I know exactly.
4 or 5.
We'll talk.
Five
Yeah,
attacks.
we'll talk about it later. But yeah,
Bam.
yeah.
8.
That's why you can always pad.
I did.
No, not 8.
I did pass.
6.
6.
6 damage to the new harpy.
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 Ooh. All right.
New harpy.
Let's Galen. So we'll go back up to the. We'll change this one. The Harpy is going next. So Harpy Mistress is gone. She's pretty pissed off. Bonnie McPurry seems like the biggest threat. Just 'cause
No, I'm
she's
a fighter,
uniform.
actually, Geostellar.
He's a bard. No, don't listen to him. He's a
5.
bard.
I'm a fighter.
No. Second attack. 18.
Yeah.
Bam.
Bam. Gotcha.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, D4.
D4.
That's what she has as damage.
Yay.
Don't knock it.
Take that, Bonnie McPurry.
Take that. I don't like vicious mockery. I'm sorry. I'd never take that as a bard.
Yep.
Spell.
Harpy. Cool.
Fighter.
Kaylin, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna take a club to the bitch.
Oh, this bitch.
I don't know what to tell you. I just don't like it. I don't like it.
Plus, I'm a fighter.
I've
I'd much rather have
got,
prestidigitation
20.
and
Not natural.
mage hand.
Unnatural 20
And
and a 4.
dancing lights and
And
men.
your second attack.
Yeah, those are
Says
terrible.
terrible.
But you are a circus
19.
performer.
I'm a fighter as well, so.
And a 4.
Damn, you just rolled 2 1s on those.
Damn.
All right, so we'll stop it right there. This Harpy does everything it can to try to make its way away from you and out. If you let it, it will flee.
No, it's dying.
Nope, we're killing it.
All right.
It dies to die.
It is your turn, Wiley.
Well, I mean, so wisdom saving throw?
18 to save. So I'm fine now. Harpy. Whew. Yeah, you guys keep killing that thing.
That's your bonus. You still have an action.
It doesn't take an action to resist?
I don't think so. Luring
You're gonna let it go?
songs.
Start of your turn.
Hang on, quick. Level well. The charm powers one first way.
Does it? It may not take my turn. I don't think it
creature
does.
can also repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. You're right. So that's your whole
So
turn. Yeah.
I
forgot about
move
that.
forward the entire turn, and then I walk
Yeah,
out of it.
so you guys actually got some bonus to charmed earlier because I let you guys get away with it a couple times. I think.
No, we succeeded every charms.
Dayton,
Like-
you are up. Cake
Except for
is
the
up.
original.
Sorry, Cake is up.
Cake. Kill it. Throw a stone at it.
I was like, I'm probably throwing a stone.
I mean,
Give it some -1 scimitar.
Right? Just run up
is
to
this thing going to
stab it.
survive another round of us attacking it?
It will if you don't let it go. It's got harpies have a lot of hit points.
Yeah. No, we're not going to let it go. So we're gonna do this.
Never gonna give you up. Never let you go.
Who's next to it right now? Bonnie and you.
Yeah, the two of you
So
are engaged. Yeah.
if it tries to run away, it's getting 2 attacks of opportunity.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna stone it. With a
Oh.
18.
It did try to run away, so give it to it. We'll get to this first. So do this first. Sorry, because I did say that it's trying to flap its way away. It's trying to disengage,
Oh.
trying to run. So you got an 18. Go ahead and roll your damage for it.
9.
9. That's your damage.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the best I can do.
Roll a 6.
1d6
now
plus 3.
Bonnie McPurry and McScruff get one more
One attack.
because it's trying to run away.
Because
and
it's
you
not disengaging, it's just running.
I got a
Unless it tried to,
23.
unless it disengage,
No.
which hampers its movement.
yeah, it's basically what's happening. Is it's just you guys are cornering it. Its mistress is dead. It can't get out of the room. 6. Probably shouldn't even have brought it in.
23, I imagine.
Yeah.
hits.
Yeah.
And then
Maybe we should change our
9 more.
Damage.
occupations.
And this harpy is knocked out of the
I want to
air.
make more
It
money
is
fighting harpies than we would
So
doing
bloody
Fuck that.
and
I don't
bruised.
wanna
You guys
ever see
beat
a
it to
harpy
death. All right.
Yep.
So since we've kind of reached time and you guys have murdered everything that I've thrown in front of you,
Yeah.
you easily.
Yeah, wrap it up.
If we ever play this again, we can always go back and do some. I'll give you guys some equipment or stuff like that, or maybe we can rewrite the circus or something. But anyway, this has been my D&D 2 off.
Come on, what's the we defeat these things. Is there treasure?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm saying
here?
this. Oh, I got you
We go
saying.
back
So,
up,
yes,
like-
I'd say, like, if you dig around, you're going to find some baubles and trinkets and stuff like that. There's definitely going to be a few magical things. This is the Harpy Mistress. It's organized. It's bringing things together. We'll dig around the muck. I didn't make any kind of drops for it because I thought it was going to take long enough. You easily drag that thing back up the hill. The little path that Gilius was going to take you down wasn't as treacherous as the first 2 steps were. It's pretty easy to get down. If you went out the Harpy's doorway, there is like a landing there that she probably lures people that are foolish to get in there. You just wouldn't let her get anywhere near it.
Yeah.
Past all your saving throws. You drag the thing back up. The townsfolk are more terrified of it than anything and ask you to drag it back out of town, but they easily, within maybe a week's time or so, are able to get the bridge going back up and serviceable and
we tell
passable.
them that they need to go down and maintain those fortress, clean it all out, keep it boarded and blocked up so harpies don't roost in it.
Ooh. Sound advice.
And you can maintain, like, that's
Well, I'd say-
storage. That's good cold storage
So
for
Gilius will probably have
wines
to
and
give up the fact that
food.
he knows where the entrance is and take everybody down there, and they'll probably do that. So they'll probably take your information to heart, especially if you wanted to give them a hand doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and
so
and
go
their
through one more
coin-
battle with the Harpies.
And their
now.
coin doing
Yeah,
it.
but the Harpies go away. You guys have made some money. The townsfolk learned to love the ABC Circus. Brickbrow is happy because you guys are happy, and everything worked out in the end. You guys murdered a Harpy Mistress with barely a scratch. So next time I'll get it. Anyway, guys, thanks for
Next
coming to this
time. Thank you,
second
sir.
off. Yeah, for joining us for the Wileyverse again. It'll be Wileyverse for real again on Wednesday at our normal time, 9:30
Galen.
Arizona time. Galen will be gone. Kaylin
He'll
will
be
not
back out in the
here.
field.
I'll be back to
camping.
hands.
It'll be just getting Kaylin's hand
I'm
again, but
gonna
it'll be Robert.
keep my offer
If you
going.
wanna,
I'll do a one-off. I'll DM a one-off.
we'll DM a one-off next time when there's a one-off.
All right,
Galen's gonna be
Galen's up
running it.
next. He'll be doing it on Sunday when we do it. You want to do it on Sunday?
This
Short time.
Tomorrow. Do you want to do it?
Oh, tomorrow's Sunday. Shit.
Like,
Tomorrow?
Yeah, no.
That's okay.
we'll
play
do
some
something. We'll do something else.
So we want to meet 8:30. Yeah, 8:30.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're gonna run a game. Tomorrow, 8:30.
8:30.
Anyone that
We'll
wants
figure
to play,
something out. I
it's Mitch at
are
least.
you
It's Galen.
prepared for some
I
sort of
can
thing?
run
Yeah. All right.
on the drop of the hat.
What do you guys think? 8:30ish Sunday
Do you-
night.
if you
It's up
wanna
to
play.
you don't have to. You don't have to do
You
this
don't
every
have to
night.
play. Just saying.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
But tomorrow
figure it
we'll be running tomorrow.
So it'll be 8:30 Arizona time. So 4 hours from whatever time it is right now, we'll be playing again. Something weird, something off, something different. Anyway, thanks for showing up. It's been Mitch, Dayton, Kaylin, Galen, Wiley, all those other names that rhyme with aliens. We'll see you tomorrow, maybe. If not, we'll see you on Wednesday.
In the stream in the corner.